All right. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of our Lord and Savior. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders and say salutations to you brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and truth. With the Hebrew Israelites, we come out to teach this word of the Most High and break it down to the people, being watchmen. That's what the Most High said he was going to set up in the last days, watchmen to warn the people, let them know what's coming. And right now, our salvation is on the way. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Most people think that America's going to bounce back or the world is going to bounce back from what's going on. But this is only the start of this is the main part of the end. We've been in the end for a while now, but this is like the main part. Even if it do somehow try to, recover, we already know it's still a part of the plan of the Most High because everything is going as the prophecies are rolling. That's the main thing. So, we know we in that time. We see all the signs that the Most High said he was going to put in the heavens and happening on the earth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said it's going to be both signs, and wonders. So we see all that going to play right now. Starting Romans 13. So with these signs and these, wonders, we're going to take caution. We're going to be watchful. We're going to be sober in our minds. We're not going to be caught up in what's going on and let it overtake us like most people are.
This is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
And don't nobody have no excuses now, because most people they not working or they working from home. So you don't have no everything else is closed down, so you don't have no excuse not to get in these words, not to get in the scriptures. From the time before all this started happening to on down, you should have been trying to get into the scriptures, get into the word. What your so-called pastor, your so-called leader should have been telling you about times, the end times. He should have been warning you about this stuff. So you can go back and read and study for yourself. But see, the people ain't been doing that. So that's what the Lord got us out here doing. We warning the people, but only the elect is gonna wake up. And we know that it's high time, to wake out of this sleep, the mental, spiritual sleep that our people been in. As a whole, all the 12 tribes been in a mental, spiritual sleep. But now it's time to wake up from that.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
It's time to cast off the darkness. It's time to cast off all the stuff of this world, all the philosophies, the doctrines, the traditions, all that stuff. It's time to cast it off because we only have but a short time. We don't know exactly how long it is, but it's still a short time before everything goes down, before the door of repentance closed, and ultimately before Yahweh Shai come back with the heavenly angels. He ain't coming back to speak. He coming back to destroy on a mission. So it's high time to put off all that other stuff and start getting to this word, get into the true doctrine. For the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's time to wake up and start coming back to your true heritage.
Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
It said, let us walk honestly in the day. So walk according to these words, walk according to the Most High's will. Not as not rioting, not doing all this rioting, all this other stuff that the people, doing out here.
Not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
It said put on the work of put on Yahweh Shai. So we know Yahweh Shai came in the volume of the book. So we gotta put on the words, We gotta put on the whole armor of the Most High. Because you're gonna need that in this time. We going into wartime, man. This ain't no, it's the scriptures say it's a time for everything, a time for peace and a time for war. But we know peace gonna come right after war, because Yahweh Shai is the king of peace. But before he comes, it's gonna be chaos. So we going into war times. And our people not in the war-like mentality right now. They all trying to be, peaceful and, they all just caught up in the world. But we actually in the war right now, both physical and spiritual.
Book of Mark chapter 13 and verse 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
It said watch, because you don't know when the master coming. We don't know when Yahweh Shai coming back. We don't know when the Most High gonna have the angels to progress the prophecy in full effect, where everything shuts down, no more jobs, no more working, because all that's coming. No more jobs, no more working, martial law, they enforcing the chip, and if you don't take the chip, you can't operate in this system, the system that they trying to, bring in. All that stuff is coming. Saying we don't know what day, what hour the Most High gonna have it, but we know it's coming, and we see the signs that it's coming. So that's why we trying to prepare ourselves now. Why you got the liberty. Because it's gonna come a time when you ain't got a liberty to repent no more, and the Most High ain't gonna hear no prayers. It's gonna be strictly business.
Right. I'm gonna start up. Mark chapter 13 and verse 30. Verily I say unto you that this generation shall not pass, till all these things be done.
And Yahweh Shai said this generation shall not pass. Now, of course, he was talking to the people back then, but we know reincarnation exists in the Bible. So we know these generations, you come back through the third or fourth generation, according to the scriptures. Reincarnation exists, and there's multiple examples. That's one of them right there. So Yahweh Shai said that this generation should not, should not go away, basically, until all be fulfilled. And will all be fulfilled, the prophets got to fulfill. Because the Most High ain't just speak something that's not going to happen. Yahweh Shai ain't speak nothing that's not going to happen.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
And the people that's in rulership, they going to pass away. This physical earth is not going to pass away. It's talking about the powers, this world, where everything that you think, everything that you see right now, all that's going to be renewed. It's going to pass away and be destroyed. And it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. But the new heaven and new earth is going to be a new rulership. And a rulership in righteousness. With the head, Yahweh Shai first. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai first. Yahweh Shai is our king.
But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
Even Yahweh Shai don't even know when the Most High gonna send them back. The angels don't know. We don't know. Only Yahweh know when it's the time. But Yahweh Shai, he already up there. He prepared. Him and the angels. He ready to come back and save his brothers and sisters, the elect. The elect of the people, and bring down all these heathens, his enemies.
The elect of the nation of Israel.
The elect of the nation of Israel, like the brother said. And he ready to put his foot on these enemies and kill them, bring them down, bring everything to a halt. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai ready, but it's all according to the time. And the point is, even Yahweh Shai himself don't know, and he in second command of the whole universe.
For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch.
And we those porters, we watching, we watching. Yahweh Shai, he took his journey, so he had to go back to the Father. He had to sit on the right-hand side of the Father until his enemies be made a footstool. So now we, it's our duty to go out and preach this word. Just like Yahweh Shai came down and preached the word. We're not greater than him. So we got to carry on the mission. Just like the apostles had to carry on their mission. We doing our mission as well.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
Yahweh Shai, he can come back next week, next month, next year. We don't know when he coming back. Lord's will, he come back very soon. We all hoping and praying everything goes down real soon. That way we could be in our kingdom, we could be, righteous. Hopefully we hope we are the hopeful elect, but we know the elect is gonna be saved. So we hoping that it come back real soon. But it don't matter when he coming back, we gonna have to endure to the end. But we know that we in that time.
Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
So it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be caught off guard. Both that know that they Israelites, that know he coming back, and that don't know, you know, of the nation of Israel. But the elect, they're gonna always be watching. The elect gonna be ready.
All right, cause like the brother said, you got Israelite groups not even going into the prophecies right now, man. This the like the apostle to heart did basically through the spirit redeemed. This was the year of prophecy. Now the prophecies popping out. Brothers need to be going into the prophecies, man, cause that's the times we in. Now you still do regular lessons, you know what I'm saying, to build, you know, to edify. But the scripture said cover the best gift, which is prophecy, man. So brothers supposed to be going to the prophecies of what's going on right now, man. You heard something?
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 1. The spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me. The spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is upon me. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
This is good tidings to our people. That salvation is near. Yahweh Shai is on his way back. You know, that's good tidings. That's our Savior, our King. You know, if it weren't for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we'll be doomed. So that's our hope. That's the good tidings. You know, you tell our people, you know, the Lord's coming back to save the 12 tribes, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, and nobody else. They look at you stupid, like you crazy. They say, what about the other nations? But the other nations, they eat. You know, we on the bottom right now.
And the other nations ain't worried about your salvation. The other nations, they been like going with. That's what all those UN meetings and all that stuff. All those are meetings so that the Council of Foreign Relations. All those are meetings to see how, first and foremost, to keep these people at the bottom. You know, Esau controls the meeting, so at the same time, he undermines the other nations too. But they all on one accord to keep us at the bottom, man. Because they know one thing: once we get back on top again, we not going down no more, man. You know, because that's what China think they up next for the rulership, man. And for you so-called China, even though the Lord gonna use y'all as his washpot to bring America down, basically economically. Because America economy is tied in too close to China. That's why China is the #2 economy in the world. So China is gonna be responsible, according to the scriptures, for bringing this economy to its knees, man. But at the same time, before the so-called white man let anybody else rule, man, he would nuke the whole earth, man. So he'll come with a biological weapon like he have done, man. You know? So this is what it, like the brother was saying, man. Salvation is for our people. Our people always look at the condition of your people, man. Y'all, we stay complaining about we tired of going to work. You know what I'm saying? We tired of doing all this and that. The Lord finna free us up from all that, but it's not, you're not gonna get freed up how you think you should get freed up, man. It's all on the Lord's will and the Lord's plan, man. So he gonna break this country down. Like the scripture say, Babylon is a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, man. You know? So he been bringing these other nations down, but he been saving the best for last, man. So he gonna break America down piece by piece, man. And it's been started, but now y'all get to see, man. Go ahead, you got it, bro.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Like he said, like the brother was going into, look at the condition of your people. This is what the Lord sent the prophets out here for, the prophets and your teachers, your leaders, your real spiritual leaders. That's what he sent them out here for, to bind up the, read that part again, brother.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Bind up the brokenhearted and proclaim liberty to the captives. Who are the captives? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. The 12 tribes of Israel. We captive. You know, we ain't free. We preaching liberty through this word. we unbinding them from that captivity, that mental, spiritual captivity our people been in. Right. And soon that's gonna lead to a physical captivity.
Hey, go ahead.
Like the scriptures say, everything happens spiritually before it happens physically. You know.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
And the opening of prison to them that are bound. You know, we don't prisoners, and you know, on another note, you got the elect that's in prison as well. You know, all this gonna lead up to our people being physically free, but it's gonna be for the elect only.
Right, man, because our people just think just because the white man let the chains off you, you was free, man. But now, since this COVID-19 that took place, now you realize you ain't free, right? You realize you realize you free to a certain extent. You free to do whatever the white man say you free to do, basically. What you say?
Love what y'all doing.
Right, man. Go ahead,
That's that good tidings. They, you know.
To proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and the day of vengeance of our power.
Come, because that day is coming, and it's not gonna be a light day. It's gonna be a light day for the elect, but it's gonna be a dark day for everybody else on the planet. You know, on this planet. You know, ain't nobody else gonna thrive on that day except for the elect. And we trying to warn our people about that day because it's salvation for the elect in that day, and it's doom for everybody else. You know, death and destruction. You know, it ain't no light day. So we, you know, all this leading up to that. Like the brother was saying, the COVID-19, that's on the beginning. They could drop a real biological weapon out here, you know, on the people. You know, you really gonna be seeing some things like they be doing in movies. You know, everything that be happening in movies, that be their ideas and plans anyway.
Right, that's how the white man work. That's how a magician work. A magician do his magic tricks in front of you, man. The white man is the ultimate magician, the ultimate warlock, man. So he show you everything he gonna do before he do it, man. Go ahead, huh? You got it, huh?
To comfort all that mourn.
Come,
and we mourning. Our people mourning. Our people been mourning for hundreds and hundreds of years. But you know, a lot of our people, you know, they been mourning, and then you tell, like the brother say, they be complaining about having to go to work, having to pay bills and stuff, and you start telling them about the scriptures, bringing the good tidings, and they, you know, they turn their back to it. You know, our people don't even know what they want. They want to be free, but like the brother said, they want to do it how they want to do it and not according to the Most High, but it ain't gonna work that way. It's either you work, you know, like the brother had said last week, it's either you roll with the Most High, you get rolled over. Most High don't play no, well, we can do it your way, you do it this way or that way. It's either you do it his way or you get out of the way. And that's what our people got to understand. You know, if you tired of doing all this and that, if you tired of paying bills and struggling, and it's tired of seeing your people struggle, because that, you know, that takes an effect on your, you know, on you mentally and spiritually. Seeing your people struggling, you know, you start thinking that, you know, you want to do something to help your people, but you really can't. You know, that takes an effect on you. But we already know the only way that our people are gonna be free and people are gonna be happy as a whole is if they come back to this law, statutes, and commandments, come back to who they truly are. And everything gonna start with the elect. You know, the elect is like the beginning of everything, really. The first fruit. Like the brothers, you know, go into, like the scriptures go into. The 144,000, they part of that first fruit. You know? And ultimately, they're gonna be the fathers of a lot of the 2/3 of our people, future fathers. But everything starts back in the scriptures. That's how our people gonna be healed. The prisoners gonna be let loose out of their cages, out of their captives. The captives gonna be, you know, they're gonna be free. You gotta turn back to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You gotta repent.
Yeah, I guess.
Verse 3, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes.
Come.
The oil for joy for mourning.
And that oil is talking about the scriptures. You know, the word of the Most High, that's that oil, that beauty. You know, all this, everything that's happened spiritually, because you gotta build your people back up spiritually first. Before we become a great nation. Everything's got to happen spiritually first. You know, it's the whole spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. Everything is spiritual.
the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that he might be glorified.
That's what the other nations gonna call us. You know, the planting of the Most High, the plantings of the Most High. So we can glorify the Most High, glorify Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai is his son. That's their true and ancient names.
Right, see, our people don't really understand what freedom is all about, man. You ain't free when you have to get a passport to go where you want to go, man. When you have to get a driver's license. When you have to check in with the so-called white man to do what you want to do, man. That ain't freedom, man. We finna get freed up from all that, man. From paying bills. Matter of fact, I got a quick precept, man. Cause our people, you got to understand what truly freedom is, man. We not free, man. Ever since we was brought over here as slaves, we never went home. So actually, we still captive, you know. Cause if we weren't captive, we would have been allowed to go back home. You know, would have been taken back to where we came from and been like, this your land, this is your heritage, you know, this is who you are before we brought you as slaves. But that never happened, man. We was taught a whole nother heritage. We don't even, our people don't even understand, we don't even understand where we are, man. You know, so if we don't understand who we are, we don't understand how far we fell and how far we came from to where when we was free, man.
God.
So going back into the scripture the brother just got, hey, we gonna go into the scripture to show our people, man. Come.
They shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolation, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Like I said, everything happened spiritually before it happened physically. And see, we doing that right now. We building up the wasted cities. And who is the wasted cities? The 12 tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. We trying to build them back up. Because everything got to start spiritually first. You build them up spiritually and mentally. And then we go come back as one nation. But as long as our people are still asleep spiritually, you know, it's not going to happen. And that's what the so-called white man been keeping our people, doing for so long, spiritually dead, spiritually asleep. So that's why we can't rise as a nation.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall feed your plowmen and your vine dressers.
That's real freedom right there. Let me get this precept. Go ahead, now. You got it. I'm talking about you. That's the end of that verse.
Yes.
So we gonna get into what real freedom is, man. Cause then before that it said gonna restore the waste places, man. The old places where we from, man. So we're gonna go back to our land and everything is gonna be restored to us, man. But like the brother was saying, you learning that knowledge of salvation in that, man. You know the elect have to be restored spiritually, cause the elect of the nation of Israel, which is that 144,000, we responsible for building up the elect. We responsible for bringing back the whole nation. So we got a responsibility too. You know, just like Yahweh Shai, he done finished his mission, man. You know, he done been baptized with the baptism he had to be baptized with. Now we have to finish our mission. You know, which our mission is to further this word and to build up the rest of the elect of our people, man. Then in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be responsible for bringing 2/3 of our nation back. Well, this is Baruch chapter 3, starting at verse 1. O Lord, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Almighty, God of Israel.
It said the God of Israel.
Right. The soul in anguish, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee.
We mourning to the Most High. We mourning because of the condition, the oppression.
Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful. And have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee.
And that's the first part of repentance. acknowledging your sin to the Most High. Because you got to acknowledge your sin in order to know your offense.
Right. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly.
Come. Our people down here suffering, dying. They've been dying from, diseases, from the so-called white man, from, animals, beasts, all these different types of, ways for our people to just be, diminished. We down here suffering and oppression.
O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of thee their power, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us.
It said, for which cause these plagues cleave unto us. And what plagues is talking about? In modern day time, the plagues that we're going through right now, the curses that the Most High brought upon our people. And even though he, slowly but surely lifting them off of us now, because we waking back up and it's almost that time, we still got the plagues on us, man. Our people still are under the curses. So we praying to the Most High, that he'll lift these curses up off us, and that he'll save us. Have mercy on us. That's what we praying for.
Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time.
Come. Think upon thy power and thy name. And remember the covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
For thou art the Lord our God, and thee, O Lord, will we praise.
We praising the Most High. We praise the Most High every day, man. Give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
I'm going to say this, man. You don't supposed to be praying for America. You don't supposed to be praying for the so-called white man. You don't supposed to be praying for it to get better in America, man. You only praying for your captivity to further itself, to continue. That's all you praying for when you praying for America to go back to where it was, man. That's it, man. Okay. If America go back to the way it was, it's not gonna be better for these people, man. It's still gonna be the same oppression, the same injustice, and all that, man. So when you praying for America to go back to the way it was, you like this wickedness that's going on, man. You trust in oppression. That's what you trusting in, man. You trusting in the shadow of Egypt. So eventually you gonna get destroyed with America. If you got that mind, sure enough, the natural mind frame would be like, I just wanted to go back to normal. But then when you go to thinking about what they call normal before all this happened, you think about all the wickedness that was going on, you know what I'm saying? Just everybody can run rampant and do what they want to do. That really with this shutdown, it's kind of good, you know what I'm saying? Jake just can't do what the hell he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't see faggots running rampant. And that's what I've been seeing lately too, man. I don't see none of you homosexuals and you damn dykes in piles like I was seeing before this COVID-19 dropped out. I don't see none of them proud of none of that no more. I'm for real. It's like I don't even see them no more. I'm for real. So, hey, the Lord just need to keep turning the heat up in this place, man. For real, man. Because I thought about it, I'm like, I ain't trying to, like I said before, I had went to court 3 times and down there 8 months, you know what I'm saying? I was some straight up injustice, man. Some straight up BS, man. I'm like, I don't want them to go back to normal, man. Because since the COVID-19, I got a letter, I suppose went back in April. They gonna let me know when I got to go back, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bet. Yeah, I was supposed to go to another court date in June. Hopefully they'll send a letter for that one, you know what I'm saying? Push that one back, man. Damn this place, man. If you want America to get back to normal, you want to continue in your captivity, man. You're a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American Indian, man. This is the land of our captivity, man. And it's time for us to go home, man. Right. Just like the Lord said, He's gonna bring plagues on Egypt as once before, man. We're gonna go into some of them plagues, man.
Just to add on to what you said about the shutdown lasting longer, hopefully. I think Bill Gates is trying to get it approved, trying with the vaccine, saying if they don't,
you see the 35 too.
if they don't take the vaccines, then they can't they can't go back to being social publicly. That's it's just different stuff that they trying to speculate to get done. But we see it all winding down. Everything leading up to trying to get to that mark of the beast with Chip. So
the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh by Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
And who is Mount Seir? Who the people that dwell in Mount Seir? We know that's Esau, the so-called white man. That's who came from Mount Seir. Just like the scriptures call us Jerusalem in Israel. But we know there's a people before it's a place. But we know the people that dwell in there is the Israelites. Just like the same with Mount Seir. We know that Esau is dwelt in the mountains in Mount Seir. So-called white man. Go ahead.
And say unto it, thus said Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
The Lord said he is against Mount Seir. And who is the people that come from Mount Seir? The so-called white people. They come from Mount Seir. Esau. That's who they are according to the scriptures. The Lord said he against them for all the wickedness and all the oppression that he brought upon this earth and our people.
Right, because even with the sign, man, can't no pastor break this sign down, man. No pastor can tell you who the 12 tribes of Israel are today, man. Which they the main key players in prophecy, man. The 144,000 follow who the word ignorant crowd Christ, whithersoever he goeth, man. They mentioned in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, and Revelation, the 14th chapter, man. They responsible for prophesying in these last times, man. You know? So for your pastor, if he can't break this down, man, you really just, he don't know, he a false prophet, man. Basically, man. He don't know the scripture. He done went to seminary, school and let the so-called white man deceive him, man. It taught him that plantation Christianity, man. Got our people lost. You got it all. But I got that word seer right there. When it said prophesy against Mount Seir, man. Now that's another thing your pastor's supposed to teach you. He's supposed to teach you to go into the Hebrew, into the Greek, to the origin of these words, to get the understanding of what this talking about, man. Cause this is future prophecy going right. It said prophesy against Mount Seir, man. So it's a commandment when we come out and prophesy against the so-called white man, man. The word Seir right there, which the Hebrew word is Sa'ar, which means it say hairy or shack going into when it said Esau was a hairy. All over. They weren't talking about basically, man. Then it say the patriarch of Horites, the inhabitants of Edom. Nah, this wrong right here. I'm gonna get the right definition. The land of Edom, south of the Dead Sea. The Strong's definition got the right definition. Then it got rough, Mount Seir. It says a mountain of Idumea, and its aboriginal occupants also once one in Palestine, Seir.
And who was Idumea? The so-called white man, Esau. That's the Greek, right? The Greek way of saying it. Like the brother said, your pastor's supposed to be breaking that down to you, breaking the words down. Because if he have any knowledge of the scriptures, he'll know that it's been translated, and so the word's been translated as well. So you got to go back and get the original text or get the original language and try to figure out what the scripture's really saying.
And then I went into the origin of the word, which it gets more into the definition. It says satyr may refer to a demon-possessed goat like the swine of Gadar. Then it say goat, devil, hairy. So that's what it means by, because see, this is the same definition when you look up when Esau was hairy all over, and you go into the origin of the word, it'll go into Sair, which means devil, man.
See, that's what he is. He is a devil.
Right, because the word devil means, like the brother said, deceiver or slanderer or false accuser.
And that's just when it talked about the goat-like creature, you know, whatever it was going into, that made me think about, you know, how Esau, you know, people want this place to go back to normal, and it's supposed to be a God-fearing country, you know, bound, you know, built on Christian principles. But here it is, they got the Baphomet, you know, statue all up, you know, in different cities, in different states, you know, worshiping, you know, allowing devil worshipers. But our people don't consider things like that. You know what? You know, that's why the scriptures say this is the land of confusion. Babylon. That's why the Most High call it the daughter of Babylon. Confusion.
I got more definitions in the Strong's. It said, as to idolaters, the worship of the he-goat among the Hebrews, following the example of the Egyptians.
Following the example of the Egyptians. They call it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
They call it spiritual Egypt as well.
It said also a she-goat, which goes into that Baphomet, man. When you got the worship of the Baphomet, which you got the goat, you know, got the
goat head,
with the goat head with the resemblance of a man and a woman. One got the breast, got the chest. Yeah. That's what this what Baphomet goes back into, man. That's why Esau that's one of his main deities he worshiped to this day, man. Because it lined right up with his name, man. Going into that word seer, and then you go into the origin of that word, which I say when they say he was hairy all over, you get the same definition when you look up hairy and you go into the origin of the word hairy. It'll goes into that satyr, which goes right into the demon-like goat, you know what I'm saying? Demon-like thing they was worshiping goes right into the Baphomet, what they worshiping today, man.
And alongside it, they got the other gods from the other kingdoms, like you had brought up Egypt. That's why the Most High call it spiritual Egypt and Sodom. But the same things they was worshiping, false gods and idols they were worshiping, they worshiping over here.
What you says Leviticus 17:7.
But this is what our people want. This is the country our people want to open back up. A country that under a nation that's worshiping, you know, things like this, allowing that to happen. You know, in a country like this, you know, it's wicked. You know, our people claim to believe in the Most High and claim to follow after who they call Jesus Christ. But you can't, because you don't have the same mindset as him. You don't even read his words. So how you gonna follow after somebody you don't even know what he's about?
Would you add something?
I think it's
okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's read verse 2. We probably gonna get into that. Read verse 2. You read verse 2? All right, come on.
Yeah, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus said Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
They said he gonna make them most desolate. And Most High being against the so-called white people, that's all a part of your salvation as well. Because you ain't gonna receive salvation until they take it out of the way, until they destroy it, until their kingdom destroyed, until their power is brought down to the ground. That's what the book of Obadiah going to. The Most High bringing down these so-called white people. It's one book dedicated to the destruction of the so-called white man.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
And everything that's going on, like I said earlier, even with this COVID-19, all that is a part of this destruction, this coronavirus. All of that is a part of what's going on. You know, the prophecies, the Most High bringing this place down, bringing his kingdom down, making it desolate.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
And this how you know it's talking about the so-called white man Esau, because it said you have had a perpetual hatred, and you know you've been slaying my people by the sword. Well, what was Esau blessing? The sword. And like the brother was going into before, he used all his different weapons. You know, with the sword, you know, he got different weapons. He got the guns, the tanks, he got drones, he got biological weapons, biological warfare. You know, he polluting the food, the water, the air. All that's a part of his war and his destruction. And that's a part of that perpetual hatred, because he's doing it against our people. He's doing it to his own people too, but it's mainly to destroy our people.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
In the time that our iniquity had an end, in the time that our captivity was supposed to end. See, this is the mindset of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's something our people don't understand. The Most High ain't trying to make this place great. If he wanted to, he would have been blessed this place. But that ain't his plan. That ain't his goal. So our people, like the brother said, for our people to want this place to open back up and go back to normal and continue on, that's just straight wicked.
See, that's the Lord trying to show. He trying to put in our people. Stop trusting in this place, man. Stop trusting in the soul. See, it's showing just how much trust and hope our people had in this place, man. The Lord put you in a predicament to where you only can lean on Him, man. You know, even, okay, yeah, the white man give you that stimulus check. Get the stimulus check, man, and spend it on what you need it for. You know, or if you don't need nothing, just save the money, man. You know, but no, that's nothing, man. That ain't gonna save you. You know. Know that so just cause he give you that, it don't mean he care about you, man. He give you that so you can keep your faith, huh? Right, keep trusting in him, man. Keep trusting in this, man. It's the only why they send those checks out.
Because Esau, they say he wise to do wicked, you know.
It's like a pacifier. In fact, he's like a pet. He pacified you there to keep you from crying so much. You know, he using that as a pacifier to calm you down.
It's part of that crafty counsel, because he already knows a plan behind it.
Right.
You know, it's probably, you know, it's meant to help us. You know, like the brother said, you take it and you use it as you need fit. But he, like the brother said, it's used to pacify you as well. So it won't be an uproar to people, because he got a plan, and you know, he got a plan behind everything.
It's like we're going in.
Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh power, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
And this is what's coming.
Read the verse before that again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
By the force of the sword. That's how that's how Esau been slaying our people. By the force of all his weapons of warfare.
In the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore,
see, in the time our iniquity had an end, man. So in the time that our iniquity had an end, the white man furthered our captivity, man. He ain't show us no mercy. Because a lot of the haters and stuff you see, that happened after slavery. You know, them different haters. That's when the KKK rose up. You know, because the KKK sprung up out of the Confederate Army. You had Confederate generals who started the KKK. That was their way of, that was like they new Confederate Army. When you had the Union Army came and called themselves destroying the Confederate soldiers. You had generals out there, Confederates out of Confederate soldiers, the Confederate Army, who started the KKK, man. You know, so they furthered the iniquity, man. And even the Union soldiers, you got something called the Devil's Punch Bowl in Natchez, man. Which you would have a lot of our people was fleeing the Natchez. They would heard was freedom there, and they had got over flooded. And you had those Union soldiers, which they wasn't to help you neither. Those Edomite Union soldiers, they boxed our people. It was like over 100,000, and they besieged them and just let them die right there. They starved them to death. It's called the Devil's Punch Bowl in Natchez, though, man. You know? So at the time our iniquity had an end, man, the so-called white man, he fathered it. Go ahead. That's why the scriptures they say we read last week. Where Sir, Isaiah 47, he will show mercy to them who have shown no mercy, man. Get it real quick, Isaiah 47:6. See, it's all about the soul. It's all about everybody got to reap what they sowed, man. And these so-called white people and the other nations finna reap what they sowed, man. It's just the so-called white man, he got a price to pay that he not gonna receive no mercy, basically, man.
He got a big price on his head on the Most High.
Cause like the brother said, he got a price on his head that's gonna have to be he gonna have to be dealt with, man.
Yeah, bounty.
Right, he got a bounty on his head, man. It starts back in the garden with Cain, man. So-called white man been a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And now it's his time to pay, man. So now the Lord has set out, we the bounty hunters, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we those bounty hunters, man. So we the lawyers, we the bounty hunters, we all it, man. We read, we gathered up all the evidence on the so-called white man. You know what we doing through the scriptures? Cause going back into right here, this part of the evidence, man, he had that perpetual hatred. And it started, get it out, just get the scripture where it say that Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing on Genesis 27, go ahead, 47 to 6.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 6.
Come.
I was wroth with my people.
So the Lord was wroth with us, man. Go ahead.
I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
Matter of fact, start at verse 1 and then skip down to verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So it said, come and sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Sit on the ground.
Sit on the ground, letting you know America finna be brought down to the ground, man. Go ahead. America finna be brought out of her rulership. Go ahead.
There is no throne.
There is no throne.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
O daughter of the Chaldeans. Going back into America, all America did was worship all the ancient gods of all the ancient nations, man. Starting with the Hamites. It starts with Nimrod in the Tower of Babel, man. It's like when you had Nimrod. But what did Nimrod do? It just wasn't Nimrod. It said all the other nations gathered together with Nimrod, and they came up with a plan, man. They like, look, if the Most High try to flood the earth, cause see, Noah taught his 3 sons, man, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. But it was that chosen land of Shem that was the only one that listened. Everybody else went their own way and tried to create their own way, man. Go ahead,
But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Just like thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Matter of fact, get Genesis 10. Go ahead,
Take the millstones and grind meal.
Right.
Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh.
See, uncover the leg. Make bare the thigh. So now, like I was saying, we gather all the evidence against America, and we exposing the so-called white man for all the atrocities he committed on earth. And he being exposed today for this fake COVID-19, man. Like you got all them different mayors in New York. What his name? Kuma. He talking about how all the hospitals was a war zone in New York. Then you had his own people going and filming. Cause Esau want to get back to his wickedness, man. The so-called white man want to get back to their origins, and they drinking to it. You know what I'm saying? To they snouting, to doing all they drugs at his highest, man. They can't do this now with the shutdown. You know what I'm saying? They forced to stay at home. Esau don't like this, man. So you had the so-called white people going to all the hospitals in New York filming, and like, ain't nobody in these hospitals, man. Why is this guy lying? Talking about it's a war zone. So the so-called white man you've been exposed, man. But you being exposed more and more now. Go ahead, bro.
His tactics ain't working no more. His witchcraft ain't working no more.
See, when you set up this whole smart devices and this social media, it was for to further your wickedness and enhance your wickedness. But the Lord it's also for this word to go out too and to expose you.
God.
Because the Lord controls everything, man. Just like I heard T.D. Jakes, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. He know how to hype Jake up, man. But he don't understand what's going on, man. Cause somebody was like sending questions and they asked him, did God come with this COVID-19 to wake us up? Yes, he did. T.D. Jakes gonna holler out, people been misrepresenting God for so long, I ain't finna say that. Man, God control the good and evil. He control whatever goes on the face of the earth, man.
God.
He controls it all, man. So yes, the Lord, Yahweh, the truth, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, man. Because we always gonna say in the name of Yahweh Shai, man. Because Yahweh Shai, in the beginning, He the ones created everything, man. So he the ones responsible for everything from Genesis 1 on through it, man. He come in the name of this book, man. Go ahead, huh?
Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
See, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Just like when Adam and them went out and they realized they was naked, now the so-called white man nakedness is uncovered, man. So now we exposing this guy for who he really is, man. Because looking from the outside in, America is a golden cup to everybody. But according to the scripture, it's full of abomination and wickedness, man. When you come in the inside, you're not gonna realize that until you come. See, we've been living here, man. Just like the Ghetto Boys had that song, "The World Is a Ghetto." Well, when did they say other people come to here and realize what we already know? The world is a ghetto. They go back home, you know what I'm saying? Leave that and come right back. Cause you come to this place, you realize, man, this place, man, ain't right, man. This place #1 on earth in diseases, GMO food, homosexuality, it had become a habitation of demons, man. And this is what our people want to open back up, man. This is what you want to get back to life as normal, man.
Bow to every unclean bird.
And I'm gonna say something, man. For all you wicked so-called black women, y'all tan coming, man. Y'all gonna pay, man. For that loudmouth black woman, man. The scriptures let you know what's gonna happen to y'all, man.
The Most High gonna humble them all the way down.
Right.
And destroy a lot of them.
Y'all didn't see nothing yet, man. Y'all just got your stimulus check. You backed it, you know what I'm saying? They back hyped up and thinking it's all good. It's okay. It's okay.
Most High, I don't mean to cut you off. The Most High, he gonna humble y'all all the way down. He gonna put the man back on top. You know, he gonna put the man back in leadership. Because the women, they too proud and too haughty. You know, like the scriptures say, they walk around mincing, tinkling everywhere they go, you know, just describing how our women are. But the Most High gonna humble you all the way down and put you back in your place. And he gonna rise us back up into our place.
Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man.
God, see, this is part of going back into the day that vengeance, the day that no man know. Yahweh Shai said he gonna come back and he ain't gonna meet him as a man. And he ain't coming back to talk. Yahweh Shai coming back with the heavenly angels. And he coming back to destroy and kill. You know, people want to skip over the scripture that say if they don't want to serve him, slay them before. You know, they don't want to talk about that, how Yahweh Shai, he coming back for business.
As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai of hosts is his name.
Come.
The Holy One of Israel.
Come.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
America is called the Lady of Kingdoms. But that time coming to where she ain't gonna be called the Lady of Kingdoms no more.
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient, hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
See, they ain't show no mercy to our ancient ones, to the older men. They ain't show no mercy to the younger people. You know, Esau didn't show us no mercy.
And thou said,
what you just read? Read it again. You got that.
Genesis.
Yo,
which one?
27 first.
Yeah.
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance.
Right.
And given them into thine hand.
Come.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
Come.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Get it, Doc. So up on the ancient, man. So from the time, which really goes back into Cain, man. When Cain slayed Abel for no reason, that was just that hatred and wicked. That was that hatred. That hatred was in Cain, man. Because he was created to be the wicked. He hated Abel just because Abel offered up what the Lord told him to offer, man. Then all of a sudden it said he talked to Abel. He was in the field talking with Abel. He probably like, nigga, you think you better than me or something? And then he slayed him, man. Just realized, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like he talking to Abel. Then all of a sudden he slew his brother, man.
And it had to be on some slick stuff, cause
right.
You know, anybody would have defended themselves or ran away or something. So, you know, You know how the spirit of Esau is.
Come. Go ahead, Those over the ancient, they heavily laid their yoke. So we gonna go back to the ancient, man, of what it's talking about, man. But like I said, on a higher level, it started with Cain, but we know the earth got flooded after Cain. So we just gonna store it after the flood, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
See, Esau hated Jacob, wherewith the blessing of his father blessed him. So that hatred have been building since the ancient, man. And that hatred just been getting more and more, man. Esau just been hating you more and more, man. It ain't like that his hatred stopped, like I'm gonna chill out. No, it became a perpetual hatred, man. So the so-called white people hate us, man. It wasn't that we hated them. But if somebody hates you for so long, you damn sure ain't been to love them, man. I still love you, man. Come on, you can kill me. Just keep killing me.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Right, go ahead.
And Esau said in his heart.
And Esau said in his mind, man, because the word heart right there is lob in the Hebrew is mind. So Esau said this in his mind. He ain't tell Jacob out loud, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Esau said in his mind, just like with Cain. Cain ain't like let Abel know, look, I'm gonna slay you. You know what I'm saying? Cain said it in his mind, man. And then he reacted on it. Go ahead, bro. Just like these white people today. They not gonna come tell you they hate you, man. But in their mind, they really do hate you. They show it by their actions, man. I don't care how much they can act like they love you and look out for you, man.
That's right.
When it boils down to it, the so-called white man hates you, man. Even the so-called Christians, man. They claim they believe in the Lord. As soon as you show them the Lord, they can't accept that the nation of Israel gonna kick on. Cause we'll just be like, okay, y'all can be saved. Can you just hypothetically speaking, okay, so-called white people, you can be saved. But these people gonna rule over you. Can you accept that? They can't accept it. They can't digest it spiritually, man. Mentally, they cannot digest it. You got it, huh?
That's why the scripture, I was just gonna say that's why the scripture say never trust thine enemy. Though he come crouching and stooping, you know.
Though he humble himself.
Though he humble himself, you know. He got
take
wickedness
good
in his heart.
Right.
He got a war in his heart. And it tells you that throughout the whole scriptures, man. Never trust your enemies. Go ahead. Oh wait, I was reading. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Right.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she said,
who you think told Rebekah that, man? The Lord already was told Rebekah, the angel told Rebekah, 2 manner of people are in thy womb, and the elder should serve the younger. You know, so Lord already, the angel been told Rebekah, look, what's going on? They was fighting in the womb, man. It was a perpetual hatred then in the womb, man. Esau had that hatred in the womb for us, man. Go ahead.
And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said to him, behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doeth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee.
Comfort Esau. This the only way Esau was gonna be comforted, man. If he can kill Jacob, and who is Jacob, man? This is why they done our people the way they did when they established America, man. This is why they done our people the way they did when they came in as the Greek, when it went from the Greek to the Roman Empire. They just couldn't get to the other 10 tribes at the time. You know, so they just done the southern kingdom the way they did them, man. But after they got back in rulership, after that deadly wound was healed, they were like, oh, we gonna get them out now. They came and got the northern kingdom first, man. They were like, we know where the southern kingdom is. We ain't tripping. Let's go get the northern kingdom who call themselves getting away from us, who call themselves running. Just like, go ahead right here where Jacob, where Rebekah told Jacob to run.
Behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doeth comfort himself,
right,
purposing to kill thee.
Come.
Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, and arise, flee thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran.
We always was fleeing from Esau, man. Even when the Lord and Savior was born, what did they do? They murdered all the male kids from 3 and under. Who did they get that from, man? Where did that start with? The Egyptians, man. Matter of fact, get that. What's that? Exodus 1. So you gotta understand why the so-called white man is called the virgin daughter of Babylon. What else he called the land of the Chaldees? What else he called it? Oh, daughter of the Chaldees, right? The virgin daughter of Babylon. Oh, daughter of the Chaldees, man. You got it.
Yeah. This is
And you get out, get it in second Ezra, I think it's 14:6, where it said the Lord showed Moses the end, just hold it. Go ahead.
This Exodus chapter 1, I'm gonna start at verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which
start at the top.
It's chapter 1, verse 1, Exodus. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man his household came with Jacob.
Right, every man his household came with Jacob, man. Go ahead.
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah.
Right, Reuben, Simeon, and Levi, and Judah. Go ahead.
Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin.
Come.
Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher.
Right.
All the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls.
Come.
But Joseph was in Egypt already.
Right.
And Joseph died.
So we went 70 souls into Egypt, man. And Joseph died. Go ahead.
And all his brethren and all their generation and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty.
Right, just like we did in America, man. Go ahead.
And the land was filled with them.
Right, just like the land is filled with us. Go ahead.
Now there arose up a new king over Egypt,
right,
which knew not Joseph.
Because Joseph was responsible for saving Egypt, man. When he had the dream or the famine coming, and he basically told Pharaoh to put food back for 7 years, man. So when people want to talk about the glory of Egypt, our forefather Joseph was responsible for that, man. He helped. He go ahead,
like we always say, we responsible for building up every kingdom.
Every kingdom on the earth. When it became a superpower, when they put when they had the children of Israel in the captivity, man. Go ahead, bro.
Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Right.
And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
And this is the so-called white man frame. Go ahead.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Right.
Lest they multiply, and it come to pass, when there follow out any war, they join also our enemies and fight against us.
So it said, let us deal wisely with them, man. So they didn't come out and tell if they gonna deal wisely with them. So it's like a crafty counsel. You know, it ain't like we went to the lesson. His eyes are privately set against the poor. See, this right. So all Esau did was study all the other kingdoms that came before him and how they handled us, you know, and he put it out, and he just came up with his own divisive plan from what they did, just put it all together. Go ahead, bro.
And they join also to our enemies and fight against us.
Right.
And so get them up out of the land.
Come.
Therefore did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
Right.
And they built Pharaoh for
the water.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Rames.
Right. We built them treasure cities, man. Our people the ones built those pyramids in Egypt, man. That have lasted that's been standing, that's earthquake proof. You know what I'm saying? Cause we was the great builders. We knew how to build. Go ahead, Salaki, go ahead.
But
what proved our people built the pyramids, cause you had those same type of pyramids that the Northern Kingdom built, that's in Mexico, in Peru, in other different places in South and Central America, man. You want to pick up before you out when you good.
He said what?
No, you good.
Verse 11. Therefore did they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
Right.
But they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
Just like they set up taskmasters for taskmasters for us over here, man. Go ahead.
They built up treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
We built up the whole America, man. When they set taskmasters up over us over here, go ahead.
But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
The more they afflicted us, the more we multiplied and grew, man. See, they not the so-called white man not gonna tell you we outnumber them, man. You know, he's not gonna tell you that, man. But you just looking at one tribe, the so-called Negro. No, it's 12 tribes. This is our whole nation of Israel on the side, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and then we got the confusion of face. All our people that look like you other nations, man. Go ahead, bro.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Right.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
This why they made us serve with rigor. Go ahead.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
Come.
In mortar and in brick.
Right.
And in manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shipporah.
Right, man.
And name of Shalaki.
Go ahead.
And name of the other Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
So they went to the women, man, and told them if you see a son, you should kill them. What's their way of doing this right now, man? They already got it set out for the black man. You know what I'm saying? They already got the system set out to attack the so-called black man, man. You know, the system already set up to destroy us. But then another way of them doing that is through abortion. You know what I'm saying? Got abortion. Our women have more abortions than anybody, man. It's another way of them doing that, whether it's a male child or a daughter, you know. Now they just want to get the children of Israel out the way anyway. But the attack is always against the so-called black male, man. Go ahead.
If it be a son, then you shall kill him.
Right. If it be a son, you should kill him.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
See, and this is why the Lord gonna humble the so-called, you proud black women, you so-called Israelite women, man. Because that's why the so-called white man created that feminist movement. To draw the separation in the family, man. It's an attack on it wasn't the attack on the woman. It's the attack on the so-called black man. You know what I'm saying? It's the attack on the man, man, to take the head of the household out. Once you take the head out, once you cut the head off, the body gonna fall, man. So that's why they do that, man. Which this ain't no attack on our women, man. But our women, you got to know your order, man. Your order is under the man, man. Because we love women, man. Like the Lord, when he made Eve, he saw that Adam, you know what I'm saying? He saw that Adam was lonely. He was like, let me create him a helpmate. So you was created to be a helpmate, a helpmeet for your man, man. To help him, you know, to keep him going. Not to go against him, not to tell him he ain't nothing, but to help, but to build him up, man, to let him know he is something. Go ahead, bro. But our so-called women, well, I ain't say so-called women, but our women fell for the okie doke with that feminist movement, man. So now, because see, that's one thing about our women. Once we bring out the truth of this word, it started to take them off their pedestal that the so-called white man put them on, and they don't want to come off their pedestal, man. That's the problem with our women, man. But you're gonna be brought off that pedestal one way or another, man. Whether you take heed to the word now, or when all these calamities take place, you're gonna be begging. You're gonna be begging the man of the Lord to take basically
take you in.
Right, to take you in. To take your what's the name? What it say? To take my filth away.
To take that how the scripture say it?
Man, get it, man. Go ahead, finish this.
But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
But the midwives feared the Most High, man. Because we had more of fear of the Lord then, man. Because we understood our laws, statutes, and commandments, man. What your pastor not teaching you. See, the pastor's not teaching the women to stay in order, to stay in line, man. You know what T.D. Jakes had? Woman, thou art loose. Go ahead, loose for what? Loose to do what? Go ahead.
But save the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing and have saved the men children alive?
Right, man. So women, it's time for y'all to learn y'all rightful order again. Go ahead.
And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
Right. So you not as the Egyptian women. See, they understood this, man. But now you got our women trying to be like everybody except themselves. Want to be like the so-called white woman, man. You know, want to be in the status of these other nations, man. Go ahead, bro.
For they are lively, and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
Oh.
Therefore the Most High dwelt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mightily.
Right. Let's read another verse. And then get that in
Isaiah 4.
We'll probably go back to that. We're gonna stay on point. Back there in Exodus 10, going into Nimrod, man. Going into how America, go ahead, bro.
And it came to pass, because the midwives feared the Most High, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born, ye shall cast into the river.
See, every son that is born, you should cast into the river, man.
And every daughter ye shall save alive.
Right, man. Go in that same, this is their same mission they on to the day, man. The attack is on the black man, it's not on the black woman. But if he have to use that woman to attack the man, that's what he do, man. So he just came out with like he said, let us deal with them wisely. So that's what these so-called white people said, and the other nations, man. They said, let us deal with them wisely. And what's the main way they do it now? They use our woman, because they know we want the woman. You know what I'm saying? They know we need that woman. So they like, because the scripture said a woman is our glory, man. 1 Corinthians 11. So they like, we're going to use his own glory against him. We're going to use the main thing, his helpmate. We're going to turn her into a nagging pest unto him, man.
Pillar of rest.
Right. She's supposed to be a pillar of rest. That she became a pillar of stress. You know? Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem and Ham.
Shem and Ham.
And Japheth.
And Japheth, man. Because the whole earth was populated with Noah's 3 sons and their wives. This is what we get today. Nimrod started to rebel. Come.
This is Genesis chapter 10, verse 8. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
Nimrod began to be a mighty one in the earth. Go ahead.
He was a mighty hunter before the Lord.
And this word hunter, mighty hunter, when you look it up in the Hebrew, which we're going to get it, it's not talking about the hunter where he was hunting for animals, man. He became a mighty hunter. He was
mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
I'm going to get that word hunter right there. So what it means by Nimrod was a mighty hunter. The Hebrew word is Tazayah, which you got to go into the origin of that word hunter. When you go into the origin of that word hunter, you go to to the Hebrew Chaldean lexicon. It say metaphorically used of snares laid for men. So this what it meant by Nimrod was a mighty hunter, man. He started tricking the people to rebel against the Most High, man. You know, that's what it meant by he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Just like us, the Lord told us we should be the disciples. We should be fishers of men. Nimrod's a fisher. He was fishers of men, but on the left-hand side, man. So he was gathering people to do wickedness, man. To rebel against the Lord, based on that. Get Genesis 11. What did it say after that?
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel. Go ahead.
And Erech, and Akkad, and Canaan, in the land of Shinar.
Right. Now skip that. Go to chapter 11.
Top.
Yup.
Verse 11, chapter 11, verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language.
See, and the whole earth was of one language. So they was all on one accord, basically. Go ahead.
And of one speech.
And of one speech. Go ahead. So basically, this going into, all of them was in this, just like you got today. The whole earth is of one language and of one speech, man. Go ahead. Everybody on that one accord, basically, man. Go ahead.
And it came to pass.
They trying to push their new world order. Go ahead.
And it came.
And who is playing the role of Nimrod today? The so-called white man, man. Go ahead.
And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east.
And that's also talking about everybody spoke Hebrew at the time. Go ahead.
As they journeyed from.
But then you go into the spiritual part of it. They was a one man. You know, it was a one speech. They all had a one man. If the Lord try to flood the earth again, we gonna be ready for him, man. Just like the so-called white man today. He like, when the Lord try to come back this time, we gonna be ready, man. We gonna go into that. Go ahead, bro.
And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar.
Go ahead.
And they dwelt there.
Right.
And they said one to another, "Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone,
right.
and slime had they for mortar.
Go ahead.
And they said, "Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach into heaven."
Whose top may reach into heaven. Go ahead.
And let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the earth.
And this is what all the other nations been doing now, man. When they came up with their satellites and now they got space stations. What was all this for, man? Why did they really create satellites and space stations, man? They really trying to monitor what the Lord got going on in the heavens, man. That's what their whole purpose was. This is what their whole purpose was. Go ahead and watch what the angels gonna do. That's why the Lord gonna have to come back now. Go ahead, bro. And cut the days short for the elect's sake. Go ahead.
And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men built.
Right.
And the Lord said, "Behold, the people is one."
The people is one, of one man, just like you got today. They pushing for the one world government. You know what I'm saying? Pushing for the one world everything. You got everybody trying to press to be in space, but the main two nations that's in space right now got their space stations. You know, you got the Edomite nations, U.S., Russia, and the EU, but then China in space too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, they on that one accord. Then they got that speech Ronald Reagan had, man, during the 80s, man. That's what started the whole space race. And they was like, what, we all had one common enemy, man. So this what this is about, man. Go ahead, bro. In the United Nations, you can look it up on YouTube. They got a whole plan if they get attacked from outer space, man. They tell me they're gonna try to communicate with the thing, but all nations part of this plan. What up, bro?
They still charge. They might stole my charge. Do you have an extra charge around here?
Huh.
My phone charge. They stole my charge. They still charging around here. So they stole my phone charge. Do you have extra phone charge around here?
Nah, we ain't got no charge, bro.
Thank you.
All right, bro. You welcome, bro.
Verse 6. The Lord said, "Behold, the people is one."
Right, just like the people one right now. You see, the so-called white man He put this biological warfare out to now. It's like everybody, all government shut down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to stay at home, or trying to slow down this COVID-19, man. Which he got different strands of it, man. So he really put something in you know what I'm saying? He put something. He put another strand in China, in Iran. You know what I'm saying? Trying to kill off their leaders, man. But he doing this to show everybody, look, I can shut this whole world down if I want to. And make all y'all come back into agreement with me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all try to, you know, go ahead.
And they have all one language.
Right, they have all one language. Go ahead.
And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them.
See, now nothing will be restrained from them, man. So that's why it's like the so-called white man getting so weak in his technology. He think he can create. He trying to get to the point of where create to where they can have eternal life, you know, through his technology, man. And the other nations right along with him, man. Go ahead, bro.
Nothing will be restrained from them.
Nothing shall be restrained from them.
Which they have imagined to do.
Which they have imagined to do, man. So now you got them all in space, you know what I'm saying? Seeing over the whole earth at one time. Look at Esau, man. Go ahead.
I looked at him, but I looked away.
You come right through with this camera. Go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, come.
I didn't know she was Edomite. She was just like.
Yeah, she looked like she Jake. But it. Go ahead.
Go to. Let us go down, and there confound their language.
Let us go down and confound their language. Go ahead.
That they may not understand one another's speech.
Right.
So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth.
So he scattered them abroad upon all the face of the earth. But now all the nations that came right back to this same mind frame under the so-called, under the rulership of the so-called white man, man. That's where you get the whole United Nations from. Go ahead.
And all they left off to build the city.
Right.
Go
ahead.
Therefore is the name of it called Babel.
That's for us the name of it called Babel.
Because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth.
So we confound the language of all the earth. Go ahead.
And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
From this the Lord scattered them abroad upon the face of the earth, man. But talking about at that time, that was just on that side of the world, man. On that east side, on the eastern, what you call the eastern hemisphere. Go back to that up. Just like today, the Lord gonna come back and set everything back in order, man. Go ahead.
We're going to leave from this west side.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a later forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right. Go read verse 6 again.
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people.
Right. So the Lord was wroth with us. We're going to stay on point. Go ahead.
I have polluted mine inheritance.
Which we the inheritance of the Lord, man. Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Go ahead.
And given them into thine hand.
So the Lord gave us into y'all hand. It wasn't nothing special that y'all done, man. You know, the Lord gave us into y'all hand. Because remember, according to the prophecies, the angel told Rebecca that one people, we shall be stronger than y'all. So we physically and spiritually stronger than y'all, man. But the Lord took our strip from us and gave us into y'all hand. That's why during the time of slavery, we wouldn't rebel on the plantations as a whole. You know, we wouldn't fight back. The Lord took their spirit from us, man.
100 slaves and one slave master could have.
Right. You know, you had different revolts and different rebellions, man. But as a whole, the prophecies had to be fulfilled.
Just like when Yahweh shot. They didn't take Yahweh shot. He went with them.
What did he say? He was laying his life down, man, like he told Pilate, man.
He told them they couldn't do nothing to him unless the Father allowed it.
Right.
But thou didst show them no mercy.
Come.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
See, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Go back there to Ezekiel 35. We need to get that scripture too that you just quoted where Yahweh Shai basically said when he told Pilate.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 3. It say unto it, Just says Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
So the Most High is against Mount Seir, he against you so-called white people. You self-proclaim white people, whether you want to believe it or not. The low-level Edomites, they don't know. These high-level Edomites, these warlocks, ones in the high places, they know the Most High against them. They know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua coming.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
So that's what's gonna happen ultimately. You know, people still want this lockdown to go away, want this coronavirus to go away, and things go back to normal, but it ain't gonna happen like that. It ain't gonna be like that.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, at the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, says Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
So the same judgment you brought upon our people gonna return unto you. And the Most High not gonna show you no mercy, Esau, you so-called white people. Because you wanted to shed the blood of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, he gonna shed your blood profusely, and it ain't gonna be no mercy.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
God.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passed out and him that returned.
God, he said he gonna make Mount Seir most desolate. You're gonna be the most desolate nation on the face of the earth. The most destroyed nation until you completely wiped out till that time come where the Most High say, all right, wipe them all out. And you're gonna be off of the face of the earth for good.
And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills, and lay thy valleys. And in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
Come on, you're gonna see a whole bunch of dead. You're gonna see everybody, all nations, but you're gonna see a whole bunch of Edomites over here dead, slain. That's what the most, well, you know, the elect gonna see it.
Where you at?
The elect gonna see the judgment that's gonna come upon this place. But it ain't just this place, it's it's everywhere. All these, Russia, they Esau too. The so-called fake Jews, they Esau too. Mosai said he gonna fill y'all rivers, the lakes, the land with your slave.
Oh, what up, bro?
I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return.
He said he gonna make you a perpetual desolation, and your city's not gonna return.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
So when he bring that judgment down, you gonna forever be at the bottom until you completely wiped out.
They're really trying to drill it into their head, because it said perpetual desolation or desolation by like 6 times within 9 verses.
That's just the Most High increasing the effectiveness of it. They're gonna be completely destroyed because of how they did our people. We continually destroyed, continually desolate.
Because thou hast said, these 2 nations and these 2 countries shall be mine.
The northern and the southern kingdom, that's what it's talking about, 2 nations and 2 countries. They saying that they're gonna be in rulership over these people forever. That's their mindset, like the brother was going into. That's what they think is gonna happen. Now they trying to, like he said, they trying to create their own eternal life so they can forever be in rulership over our people and over this whole earth.
And we will possess it, whereas Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua was there.
And also, like the brother had went into, before he letting anybody else control this earth or have rulership over us, he'll destroy everybody. But that, his mindset is that he gonna rule forever. But the scriptures say the Most High was there. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua was always here with us. He never forsaken us.
Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them.
So the Most High gonna return that same judgment upon their head, and it's gonna be double the time. It's gonna be even worse.
Right. So this same envy and anger and hatred they got towards us, he gonna put that in. He gonna put that in. He gonna put that in us, man.
It tell them what they done did and we don't know about. Like you say, reincarnation. I ain't tell them what they done did to us in the past life that we can't remember just yet. But the Lord gonna put it in us to remember in that day. Because some of our people ain't got it in them. They can't really just hate. They'll be like, they ain't did me no wrong. This, that, and the other. And he say we can't be as angry as he'll make us. Like we can't get that mad just right now until he put that spirit on us.
Right, because like you were saying, the Lord finna show our people who you really dealing with. Y'all finna learn who y'all really dealing with, man. When he gon' come down full fledged, man, y'all gonna realize who y'all dealing with, man. The Lord finna show our people, man.
Just to add on what he's saying, you already got some Jake that got it out for Esau already. Just imagine if the Most High allowed them to remember what they did to them in the past life.
I got the scripture too.
And I will make myself known among them when I have judged them.
And he gonna make himself known amongst us. You know, he gonna make himself known amongst his elects when he judged Yasharahla, when he judged y'all, so-called white people.
And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume.
That's the mindset of the so-called white man. They thinking that because they've been ruling for so long and ain't nothing happened to them, and they ain't have to pay for what they done, that we giving it to their hands just for them to destroy us and manipulate us. That's their mindset.
Like we say, they think it's sweet.
I got a scripture. I got a precept real quick.
And also, just to add on to what the brother said as well, a lot of these Edomites, they gonna remember what they did to us in past life too, and they know they gonna have to pay for it.
Might come to their dream, they wake up crying, all types of stuff.
They been getting dreams. Most I've been giving them dreams. A lot of them ain't been able to sleep. They've been having dreams. They've been seeing their kingdom falling.
Oh, you seen that video? I think I had shared it on Facebook. Esau had that shirt on. We were talking about the 12 tribes.
Yeah, I seen.
What is that?
I had to get it, but
he said that I think he said the blacks are the part of the 12 tribes of Israel. They Judah.
Okay, he might be Jake, ain't the one who had the Yahweh shirt with Yahweh sound. Yeah, look like he had the dark skin image of Yahweh shirt.
Somebody brought up scriptures out on the scared of
This is Psalms chapter 50, starting at verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to declare my statute? Or that thou shouldest take as my covenant in thy mouth. So what you Esau, you the wicked. You can't take what the Lord said. What are you? Why are you even declaring His statutes in your mouth? Like you been trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments or something, man. Seeing thou hatest instructions and castest my word behind thee.
Like the brother say, on a bigger note, it goes all the way back to the garden with Cain and Abel. Because the Lord told Cain, if thou doest good, shouldn't you do more than well? If you do well, shouldn't good come towards you? And if you do wickedness and sin life at the door, he gonna be your master. That's, on the higher level, it goes back to that. But you ain't been doing. You're not trying to keep the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. So why you?
You're being partakers with adulterers. And when did this happen? Going back into when it said that thou hast anciently heavily laid thy yoke. When the Babylonians came into our land and was plundering our temple, y'all said raise it, even to the foundation. So like you said, with thy swords and thief, you consented with them. You agreed with it.
Every nation that came up against us, you was down with it.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest mischief. And that's what he doing right now. His tongue, he giving his mouth to evil. And it's going to tell you how his tongue frames mischief. I'm just going to read it. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Against brother Jacob, against Israel.
Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
He slander our people. All day, all night.
And that's why we call him the devil, man, because you look up the word devil, it tells you a slanderer or a false accuser, man, or a deceiver, man. So that's why he is the devil, man. These things have thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Like the scripture said, you thought the Most High was down with it. You know, doing what you did to our people. Most High just said his judgment got to come to pass. But he went down with that.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
So he gonna put you in your place. And he gonna do it before our eyes. We gonna see it.
That's what he doing right now, man. He reproving y'all. And he setting us in order before y'all eyes. And y'all can't take it. Y'all can't stand it, man. To the point that y'all gonna come with y'all blessing against us, man. Why y'all think as far as the COVID-19, now all of a sudden it's attacking our people more than anybody, man? Because we the ones who they want to vaccinate, man. We the ones who they want to kill, man. We the ones who they want to annihilate, man. Because their perpetual hatred is still in them. Go ahead, huh?
And they ain't going nowhere until they be destroyed.
Read that scripture again.
Because thou hast said these two nations.
Go before that.
Read where you went to.
Well, you bring Shady over to downtown.
Nationwide, boy, we on the YouTube.
I ain't no camera.
Huh? Nah, you ain't don't care.
Been alright?
Yeah.
I was good.
Call me, man. Read that verse that you started with before that, where it said, that precept I got to this.
I see him roll the window down. I thought he was trying to listen.
Yeah, this is yeah, just store it back here. Just store it at verse
I ain't do it
just store it at 10 again.
Verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it.
And that's what they said, man. These two nations going into the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, man. They said they should be mine and we should possess it, man. Going into to when they came to America and took the Americans from the northern kingdom, and then they took our land from our land of Israel, man. Go ahead.
Whereas Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was there.
Right.
Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
So the Most High, he gonna use that same envy and madness that y'all put upon us is gonna return to y'all head.
Matter of fact, get Ezekiel 25, because he said he will read that again.
Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy.
So according to thine anger, how much they got that anger they got towards us, and they envy toward us, go ahead.
Which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them.
Which they have used out of their hatred against us, go ahead.
And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
So he gonna make himself known among us when he judged thee. That's talking about the spiritual judgment you get and the physical judgment you get. Go ahead, bro. Start at verse 12. That's it?
Yeah. This is Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 12.
25?
25, verse 12. It's like he had 26. Thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended.
See, Edom. Who is Edom, man? You red people. You not white, you red, man. Go ahead. You rednecks, man.
And revenged himself upon them.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord.
Redneck pieces of shit, man. Go ahead.
I will also
read that again, huh?
Thus saith Yahweh power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Go ahead.
Because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah.
Because Edom have dealt against the house of Judah. Go ahead.
By taking vengeance.
Go ahead.
And have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
Right, because they knew They went against the house of Judah harder than anybody, cause that's the head, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
And they went and see, this was like I said, when they came to the power as the Greeks, they couldn't reach to the northern kingdom at that time, man. They was only able to reach the house of Judah at that time, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom,
right,
and will cut off man and beast from it.
Will cut off man and beast. Go ahead.
And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the dead shall fall by the sword.
Right. Who is Teman? Was your wise men. Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Which the modern day Temanites is the German, man. Because the Germans are considered the wisest of the Mount of Esau, man. Like, the Germans was the one that created all the weapons, man. Going back from World War I all the way into now, man. It was the Germans who were the first ones that learned how to create the GMOs, man. You had the German scientists who learned how to extract nitrogen from right before World War I. This was part of why World War I, this was part of why the elites created the World War I, man. Because you had the German scientists and the German people was like, they was only gonna keep that knowledge and technology to themselves. And the elites were like, nah, nigga, we was funding y'all to do all that, man. So they created that World War I to bring Germany to their knees, man. Because they was responsible for having, I think it was Ferdinand, I forget the guy name, had him assassinated. Yeah, I think it was, I ain't for sure. I don't want to say the wrong name. But they had him, they knew if they assassinated him, that was gonna cause Russia to enter the war, man, in Germany, because they had allies. So they assassinated one of those main guys, I think it was from Serbia, which the elites were behind the whole play, man. Because this was the time during when the Federal Reserve was established. This is how they got America in debt to the international bankers through the Federal Reserve. Because all this was created right before World War I started, man. That whole Federal Reserve, which they finna end in that. But this was all about, man. Go ahead, bro.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
So he gonna lay his vengeance upon Edom, how?
By the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of his people Israel. So that's what it means by, according to his anger and his envy, when you judge, his power gonna be seen in us, because the Lord gonna give us that power, man. Go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
We gonna do it to Edom according to his anger. Go ahead.
And according to my fury.
So in according to the Lord's anger and fury, we flooded the whole earth, man, and left 8 people, man. That's the Lord's anger. That's the Lord's fury. So the Lord gonna put a spirit upon us to where we ain't gonna have no mercy or compassion for you Edomites, man, when the time comes. But we gonna have to wait on the Lord to rise to the prey, man. Like I said, his determination is to gather the kings and the kingdoms, man. To go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord.
And y'all gonna know the vengeance of the Lord. Go ahead.
Keep going.
That's it.
For Esau.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Verse 12, Ezekiel 35:12. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies.
Right, so the Lord heard all the blasphemies of you so-called white people, man. Saying it's all right to be, making laws for homosexuals and lesbians, man. Saying the children of Israel are Negroes, saying our Lord and Savior is a so-called white man, man.
Right.
Painting the image of a so-called white man with stringy hair, man. That's blasphemy, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel.
Which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel. Go ahead.
Saying they are laid
The governments
desolate.
of Israel, man. Saying we have laid desolate, going into our rulership. Go ahead.
They are given us to consume.
See, that's what you said. They was given to us to consume. But going back to Isaiah 46, what it say, the Lord was wroth with his people. He gave us into y'all hand. John 19:11. Go ahead.
Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me.
Thus with your mouth have boasted against me. That's the end of them, man.
I have heard them.
The Lord been heard everything y'all said, and y'all actions spoke louder than y'all words, man. Because the Lord said, you forgot the blessing with Abraham. He that blesses you shall be blessed. He that curses you shall be cursed, man. Go ahead,
Just jump straight to 11.
What you think, you need to store it up?
I was gonna probably start at like 7.
Let's start at 1, huh? Really want to get straight to the point. Yeah, just get straight to the point.
John 19 and 11. Yahweh Shai answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me.
What verse 10 say?
Verse 10. Then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me?
Start at verse 8.
Verse 8. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid.
Right.
And went again into the judgment hall and said unto Yahweh Shai,
So go ahead.
whence art thou? But Yahweh Shai gave him no answer. Then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me?
Right, because Pilate was he basically was questioning Yahweh Shai like the power was in his hand to do whatever he wanted to do, man. And this our king, man. And Yahweh Shai was handling this guy you know how somebody be questioning you and you know they on some BS, you ignore them like, bro, really you need to stop talking to me. You know what I'm saying? You really need to go, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold your anger. And Yahweh Shai know he had to go through with the mission, man. Go ahead.
Then said Pilate unto me, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have the power to crucify thee?
Right, see, knowest thou not that I had the power to crucify thee? So even though it's like Pilate washed his hands, like he wasn't with it, man. That's a lie, man. That's how them devils play, man. You got to understand how the so-called white man operate, man. Just like even with the Egyptians, they told our midwives to kill the child. You know what I'm saying? They ain't do it themselves. They always got the Willie Lynch going, man. You know, you just had the guy Willie Lynch during the time of that came after slavery or during the time of slavery. But you had the Willie Lynch going on during the time of the Greeks with Ptolemy, man. When Ptolemy told them Jews to come live in Egypt, he was like, look, he wasn't going as hard as on the Seleucids land, because he told them come to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna be better for you. Then he told them, look, translate the, but he knew he was manipulating them little by little, taking them from their heritage. Because after they started speaking Greek, then all of a sudden now they wanted to translate the Bible from the Hebrew into the Greek, called the Septuagint, man. So you got different levels of how the so-called white man work, man. You got some Edomites gonna let you know they straight out hate you, they don't like niggas. Then you got some Edomites gonna play the game, they gonna hate you privately. You know what I'm saying? You just like you had the up north cracker from the down south cracker, man. You had the up north cracker that'll play that game with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's alright. You got the down south cracker, like we don't like y'all. We gonna ride out Confederate flags. You know what I'm saying? Right, man. Go ahead. So you got different level of Edomites, man. But in their spirits, they all made to hate us, man. That perpetual hatred, they gonna hate you. Some gonna let you know it, and some gonna it'll be in their mind, man. Go ahead.
Knowest thou not that
it's like when you had Antiochus Epiphanes that rose up, Antiochus the Fourth, he came straight out like, look, he just started killing us. He didn't play no games, man. He like, you either gonna do it my way, or matter of fact, cause see, we went into that same world order. Matter of fact, get there too. We gonna get there, then I let him get out. You stand in the seat. You gonna just go ahead. They gonna get that first Maccabee. Go ahead, bro.
Knowest thou not that I have the power to crucify thee?
Right.
And have power to release thee?
Right. So this is a man of the so-called white man. This is mind frame man. Cause what did he say right there? Go ahead. We're gonna read it again. Just let him finish it. That same verse you ended off where it said they was given to me to consume. You go ahead. You go ahead, your honor.
Yahweh Shai answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me.
Thou could have no power at all against me.
Except it was given thee from above.
Except it was given thee from above. So that's only how they got the power against us. It was given to them from above, going to Isaiah 47:6. So our people, you have to understand it, man. Now you got to come back until you got to know that, man. Our captivity, what did it say? Comfort ye my people. But your iniquity is accomplished, man. Your warfare is accomplished, man. You got to know what's going on right now. Go ahead.
Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee have the greater sin.
Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee had the greater sin, going into 2/3 of our people, man. The sellouts of our people had the greater sin in, man. Just like that. The 2/3 of our people who they hate us for speaking the true doctrine there, man. They rather for Caesar to be their king. You don't want your, because all this is to usher in, everybody claim they believe in the Lord, man. This to usher in, this to usher in his coming back, man. America have to be destroyed. So for you to want America to go back to normal, mean you don't want the Lord to come back, basically, man. Go ahead, I'll read that scripture again.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 12.
I think it's around verse 53 or 54, where Antiochus said, let us all be one people, going back into that same mind frame that Nimrod came up with, man. This ain't, hey, it's nothing new, man. They been trying to create a one world order from the beginning of time until now. It's just now, the technology that got so cold, now the Lord got to come back and do his thing again, man. Go ahead, huh?
And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which I have spoken against the mountain of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume.
That's what they've been saying, man. They are laid desolate, they have been given to us to consume. Go ahead.
Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me,
right.
You have multiplied your words against me, I have heard them.
Going into Daniel 7, when they said they should speak great words against the Most High and against them that are in heaven. Go ahead.
Thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, when the whole earth rejoiced, I will make thee desolate.
When the whole earth rejoiced, he gonna make thee desolate, man. Go ahead. Going to Isaiah 14, man.
Come.
As thou
the whole earth is quiet before thee. See, when the so-called white man get taken, when America get destroyed, cause that's when the white man get taken out of his power, man. This place got the Lady of Kingdoms have to be destroyed, man. Then the whole earth is gonna be quiet and at rest. Go ahead. Ain't gonna be no more war no more, man. Go ahead.
As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir.
Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir.
And all Idumea.
And all Idumea. All you Edomites, man. So, because you got Israelite camps that teach that Edomites can be saved, man. That the so-called white man can be saved, man. Read that again and say, all Idumea.
As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate,
right.
So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea.
And all Idumea.
Even all of it.
Even all of it.
And they shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
And y'all gonna know that he is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Go ahead, get on. I think it's the most of that. Alright, get on. I think it's Luke 22 and 53, where Yahushua said, if it was my kingdom, my servants would fight. Go ahead.
This First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41.
I think it's Luke 22 and 53.
First Maccabees 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
What King Antiochus write?
That all should be one people.
And this Antiochus Epiphanes, man. Antiochus the fourth, man. Go ahead, that all should be one people. And this is just when the Greeks ruled, man. And this been their mind frame, man. They had that same mind frame as Nimrod, man. So it says all should be one people, man. And if the Lord was all right, well, all nations coming together and being one, why did he do that with Nimrod and them, man? You know? Go ahead, bro. Why did he separate the nations in the first place, man? Go ahead, man. But see, that show how people don't know the Bible, man. Go ahead,
And everyone should leave his laws.
Everyone should leave his laws. And this is that they trying to put the capstone on their pyramid today, man. That's why America got the dollar with the pyramid on back. And in the top of the pyramid, the capstone, the top stone ain't been placed down because they ain't got their new world order to the fullness yet. And this is what they plan is right here, man.
And everyone should leave his laws.
Everyone should leave his laws.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
All the heathen agreed with the basically with the commandments of the king, man. All the heathens did this, man. Go ahead. That's the Lord said. But the Lord made you heathens do this, man. According to Jeremiah 51. Get it real quick. Jeremiah 51:7. That's why America is known as the virgin daughter of Babylon and the daughter of the Chaldeans, man. Going back to Babylon and Nimrod and them, man. Who was the Chaldeans? The ancient Babylonians, man. The Chaldeans was considered the wise men of Nebuchadnezzar, man. The Chaldeans were considered the wise men of the Egyptians. When Moses came and started to perform the plagues, you know, you had the Egyptians had the wise men doing their witchcraft on the left-hand side, man. Go ahead, bro. Just like today, that's what you got Esau doing, man. He uses his technology on the left-hand side. Oh, I can create GMO foods. We can create turn a male to a female. We can transgenderism, man. Go ahead, bro. Them just a couple of examples. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah.
They'll have a woman grow. They'll have a man growing titties. You know what I'm saying? They'll make a man start growing. Go ahead, man.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7.
They'll have a woman start growing a beard. You know what I'm saying? With the hormone pills.
Yeah,
Go ahead, bro.
That.
Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand.
Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. See, so there you go. Go ahead.
That made all the earth drunken.
They made all the earth drunken. That's why everybody affected by this COVID-19. But notice one nation who I ain't heard nobody say that they had the coronavirus. Have they said anybody in Israel got the coronavirus?
No.
Right, man. Show you is just a ploy and a plot, man. The plot is one world government, man. One world religion, which everybody gonna have to take that mark of the beast, man. And for the Lord let it all go down like that, he gonna crack them skies, man. Go ahead, bro. And his servants will fight. Cause it's time for his kingdom to be established. Go ahead, bro.
The nations have drunken of her wine.
The nations have drunken of her wine. See, all the nations you've been drinking of the wine of Babylon, man. Go ahead.
Therefore the nations are mad.
Bro, the winner down, bro. Oh, he with us. That's Issachar right there. Which one of these y'all to say? Issachar.
Oh, he look.
Huh? Yeah. Go ahead.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
See, Babylon is suddenly starting to fall now, man. She losing her power, man. Go ahead.
How for her?
How for her?
Take balm of her
So
pain.
pray for America. Take balm for her pain. Go ahead.
If so be, she may be healed.
See, the Lord very sarcastic. If so, she may be healed. Go ahead. So America not gonna be healed, man. America finna pay, man. Go ahead. You damn devils finna pay, man. You so-called white people finna pay for what you done to the nation of Israel, man. Go ahead, bro.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right. Babylon would have been healed, but she ain't healed. So it don't matter if they try to come out with a vaccination. They come with 10 stimulus checks. This place going down, man. And all our people that want this place to keep going, you going down right along with it. Go ahead, bro.
Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country.
Forsake her and let us go, everyone, to his own country. For all you other nations, man, you damn Arabs in our neighborhoods, man, I hope y'all get caught up over here when all hell break loose, man. I want to get on. I personally want some of y'all ass, man. Hey, forgive my language, man. But personally, I hope some of y'all here when all of it go down, man. Go ahead, bro.
That's why I said some Jakes, they already got it out. Well, I said for Esau, but for the other nations.
Go ahead, bro.
Huh?
For her judgment reaches unto heaven.
Right. See, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, man. This is what you have to understand, man. Just like Nimrod and them built a tower in the heaven, man. The white man built his space stations in the heaven there, man. This is the same thing, man. That's how her judgment reached into heaven, man. Now he got the jet stream all out of order. with his chemtrails, with his heart program. He kind of control the weather like the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro. You can't make it. You can't make it. See, he trying to play God, man. He want to make it rain when he want to rain. He want to make it cold. You know, go ahead, bro.
And it's lifted up.
And nobody says nothing about this, man. But our people don't understand. So that's why I said, make bare the leg, expose you. This guy got to be exposed, man. What does this mean by his sins have reached into heaven? We're gonna get over down too, because we're gonna see who this talking about. This talking about Babylon right here. We gonna go back to that in Maccabees. Go ahead.
And it's lifted up even to the skies.
And even lifted up to the skies.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath brought forth our righteousness.
See, the Lord brought forth our righteousness, man. This is our righteousness right here, man. This don't got nothing to do with the other nations, man. This is our power. It's time for our kingdom. It's time for our salvation, man. Go ahead, bro.
Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh.
Come let us declare where in Zion, man. So I can read it again. I ain't mean to cut you.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath brought forth our righteousness.
The Lord brought forth our righteousness.
Come and let us declare Zion.
So we declare to our people, go ahead.
The work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
This is the work of the Lord, what you see going on right there, man. So when T.D. Jakes had one of his members asking him, is this the work of the Lord? Yes, this is the work of the Lord, man. And the Lord's purpose and plan is for America to go down in flames, man.
That's right.
And for all our people that want America to keep going, you going down with it.
That's right.
Ain't no mask, no gloves, no vaccination, ain't no bunker. Your damn doomsday bunkers, ain't none of that gonna save you, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, huh?
Make bright the arrows.
Make bright the arrows.
Gather the shields.
This talking about the missiles, man. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. So you other nations need to tighten up, man. It's almost, hey, but guess what? They said the whole time while this COVID-19 been going on, China been secretly testing their nuclear weapons. Why? Go ahead.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon.
For his device is against Babylon. The kings, the spirit of the Medes is the Russians, man. Because they in the lands of the ancient Medes. Go ahead.
To destroy it.
This is the Lord's device. Plan is to destroy this place.
Because it is the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Because it is the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The vengeance of his temple.
The vengeance of his temple, man. Hold right there. Because the same people that destroyed the Lord's temple is the same people that's running America, man. That's controlling America, the EU, man. The modern day Roman Empire. Go ahead, they're the Maccabees.
All right. It's Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41.
And this going into Antiochus, man. One of Alexander's 4 generals, one of the bloodline of Seleucus, man. One of the kings that rose up. Go ahead.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws.
Everyone should leave his laws.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Going back to what the brother read earlier, man. That's why you see the Chinese man now wearing a damn suit and a tie, man. He used to wear the robes, you know what I'm saying? He got the robes. But that's why everybody wear their suit and a tie now, because all agreed to the image of the beast, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Many of the Israelites consented to his religion, man. So this is nothing new. When they came with the missionaries after they destroyed the northern kingdom and brought on them Roman Catholicism and this plantation Christianity that they brought to us, man. Go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols.
And sacrificed unto idols. Then all of a sudden you start celebrating Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Go ahead.
And profane the Sabbath.
And profane the Sabbath, man. Now people don't even know when the Sabbath is, man. Go ahead, bro.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
That they should follow who?
The strange laws of the land.
So the Bible don't tell you to obey the law of them land, man. Read that again, that they should obey strange laws of the land, man. You obey the laws of the land, long as it don't go against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Cause some of our people say, okay, you supposed to obey the law of the land. Then we like, okay, well you go be a faggot then. This the law of the land is like to be a faggot. Exactly. You know, you obey the law of the land is nowhere in the Bible, man. Those words are nowhere in the Bible, man. Go ahead,
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem,
right,
and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
So the king sent letters into different cities, cause he was stationed in Jerusalem. So now he's sending the word out. He sent letters by his messengers into different cities, man. It's like a legislation, basically. This ancient day, he writing legislation out right here, man. You know, he writing laws out and he's sending it out like, go ahead. But like you said, some of our people consent it to the religion, his wicked religion. Go ahead.
And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Right.
And that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
They should profane the Sabbath and festival days. And how do you do that now, man? You celebrate Easter and celebrate the Passover, man. You celebrate Christmas. Well, I ain't gonna say celebrate, cause Passover was a celebration, man. It was a solemn assembly that we held, man. That we kept to remember when the Lord delivered us out of the land of Egypt, man. So, but you celebrate Christmas instead of Purim, man. Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Pollute the sanctuary and holy people, man. So this how we fail, man. And this how we been at the bottom, man. And your pastors, like you said, they teach you what they teach you to keep you in captivity, man. Go ahead. Matter of fact, get that Lamentations 2:14. Go ahead, bro.
Set up altars and groves.
Set up altars and groves, man. All your churches is built like ancient groves. And then that's why you got in the churches, you got the windows, what is called the sun stained window, where the sun shine in, because it goes back to the sun worship, man. Go ahead.
And chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also lead their children uncircumcised.
That they should also lead their children uncircumcised. So this was a plan, man. You know. So now, when we came into America, how they got it set up now, like you say, their eyes are privately set against us now. So they got us thinking we going to church doing the right thing, which we be sacrificing into idols when we go to church. We be having Easter programs, and they declare it's for the Lord and his resurrection, but then you have Easter eggs and bunnies going back to the fertility god, man. So now the system already set up for us to keep these customs with us not doing it not knowingly, man. Unknowingly. Go ahead, bro.
And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Go ahead.
To the end that they might forget the law.
And this is what it was all about. And this started during the time of the Greeks, man. To the end that we may forget the law. And to the day, now the churches teach you Creflo saying you don't even got to keep the law, man. Not even the 10, man. So now it's set up for your churches to teach you that our people don't even know about the law. You'll go show them laws about the beard, and you're supposed to grow your beard. You don't supposed to be shaving your face. You don't supposed to be lining your head up. They never heard of them laws, but this started back then, man. That's why we tell our people, man, this ain't nothing new, what they started. It's just they way wiser and slicker with they playing right now, man. Go ahead.
To the end that they might forget the law.
To the end that we may forget the law. Go ahead.
And change all the ordinances.
It changed all the ordinance, and they done this. This is what we got going on right now, man. So we forgot the law, we changed the ordinance. You show our people, look, bro, you don't supposed to eat shrimp. You don't supposed to eat crab. You don't supposed to eat lobster. You don't supposed to eat pork. Now the churches teach everything clean. They don't even understand the scriptures, man. But we leading in all the diseases. We leading in high blood pressure, diabetes, and you wonder why. Cause the law, statutes, and commandments was given to us. They weren't given to the other nations. So they can eat those things and still be healthy. We have to pay the price for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead, bro.
And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king.
See, whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king. So whoever won't keep the law of the land,
he should die.
He should die. And this is, hey, they trying to put the, like I said, they trying to put the capstone on their pyramid now, which is the mark of the beast, man. So this is what all this is leading to, man. Go ahead, bro.
Keep going.
Yeah.
In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom.
In the self-same manner wrote he to his same kingdom, man. Because what they trying to say now, hey, everybody gonna have to take a vaccination, man. Hey, these same plans that they had back then, that's why the Lord say ain't nothing new under the sun, man. It's not, man. It all started with the king of Babel, man. It started with Nimrod, man. Well, after the flood, it started with Nimrod, but it started with Cain in the beginning, man. Who was Cain, which he was a murderer from the beginning, man. He rebelled against the Most High from the beginning. He did what he wanted to do, just like the so-called white man there, man. He think he can do what he want to do, man. He think he can create his own law. The Lord told me to offer up my firstlings of the flock. Now, I'm going to offer up what I want to offer up, man. Go ahead, bro.
In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people.
He appointed overseers, man. And he appointed overseers, man. And today your overseers are your preachers, are your politicians, are your entertainers, man. He appointed overseers and he pay them. Hey, the greater job they do, the more he pay them, the more they work. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jay-Z worked for billion, man. What Jay-Z, when he first started to come up, that song, Lucifer, the son of the morning, and they had that video where he said, F the Bible, I never read that it. You know what I'm saying? He been coming up ever since, man. This nigga is on the, he worships Satan, man. See, the so-called white man is his king. It ain't he that good in business, man.
God.
Like I say, the more he spread, the more wickedness, the more influence you have on the people, the greater they gonna make you, man. If you working for them, go ahead, bro. So he set overseers up, man. This ain't nothing new, man. All your pastors and your politicians is overseers, man. Go ahead.
Commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
Commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
Then many of the people would gather unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land.
That's right.
And drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for succor.
And these times coming again, man. Cause they gonna force vaccinations, man. The end game is the chip, man. The end game is the chip. Go ahead.
Now the 15th day of the month Caslu, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar.
They set up the abomination of desolation on the altar, man. This is what these devils did, man. What they call swine flesh to be offered up on our altar, man. Go ahead, bro.
And built idol altars throughout the cities of Judah.
They built idol altars throughout the cities of Judah.
On every side.
That's what you see that's what these churches represent, man. Idol altars, man. And they under that 501c3 charter, man. Go ahead, bro.
And burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent places.
What they did, they burnt incense at their doors and their houses of the streets. Go ahead.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire.
You see that? They read that again.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire.
So they went to taking all the scriptures we had back then, man. The books of the law, man. You know, they went to burning them, man. They rent them, they tore them to pieces, and they burnt with fire. Just like in the book of Eli, man. Denzel had the only Bible left on earth. Cause you heard the white dude said they had destroyed all the Bibles. You know what I'm saying? That's what the whole thing was about. And Denzel had the only Bible. And the white man, the white dude wanted that one Bible because he like, we can control the people with this book. You know what I'm saying? They just need to hear something. And that's what the white man did, man. His way now, today, is he came up with, we not gonna burn their Bible. We gonna give them their book, but we gonna manipulate their book. We gonna control what's being taught in their book, man. We not gonna read these scriptures. They took this book out. You see why though? Because the same thing they was doing in this book, they did it in slavery, man. Go ahead, bro.
They did all that. And the message at the end of the movie is the white man couldn't get it. It was written in Braille. It was written to where they couldn't understand it.
Right. Just like that, man. Our book was written in the code, man. Only the Israelites was gonna be given this spirit to break these scriptures down today, man. Even though the so-called white man, the Lord let him do it to a certain extent so that we can, you know what I'm saying, but he didn't understand the ending, man. Now we breaking it down and he realizing all the white man know now is my kingdom finna go. Just like when Nebuchadnezzar had a dream and Daniel had to break it down for him. You know what I'm saying? We breaking down the vision to you damn devils, man. Yo, you going down, man. Just like the Lord said. He should, what we just read in Psalms, I will reprove you and set them in order before your eyes, man. So this is what you see right now, man. You underestimate the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You damn devils, man. You deceivers, you slanderers. Go ahead, bro. You false accusers, man. Go ahead, Al.
And whatsoever was found within the book of the Testament,
whatsoever was found in any book of the Testament,
or if any consented to the law,
the
king's commandment was that they should be put to death.
Oh, the king's commandment was that they should be put to death. Go ahead, hold 2nd Ezra 16. Because we're going to show you how the same plan they had then, it goes into right now, man. Go ahead.
Thus did they, by their authority, unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities.
Right.
Now the 25th and 20th day of the month, they did sacrifice unto the idol altar, which was upon the altar of the Most High.
The 5/20 day of the month. This going to December 25th right here, man. This is where you get your Christmas from, man. Go ahead.
At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
See? So they was putting to death our women just for keeping the law, man. Just for circumcising your child, man. This is why a lot of our women to this day, our mothers be scared for what we doing now, man, because in their spirit, this still in them. You know what I'm saying? This still in their spirit right here. But for all this stuff that was going on, they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But this put fear in them, man. This put fear in our women, man.
And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses.
They hung our infants by their neck, man, just because we wanted to keep our laws, man. And this is coming back, man. Go ahead.
And slew them that had circumcised them.
Right.
Howbeit many in Israel were fully resolved and converting themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
Come.
Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not.
Read that again.
Howbeit many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
Not to eat any unclean thing, man. Cause they go ahead.
Wherefore they chose rather to die.
Man.
That they might not be defiled with meats.
So this is the mind frame you got to get in, man. Cause for the times to come, man. You got to be willing to die for what you believe in, man.
Integrity.
Huh?
Integrity.
You got to have that integrity, man. Cause you got your ancient forefathers, man. This for to build up your faith right here, man. They was willing to die, man. They wasn't even finna eat none that no unclean animal, man, that they wasn't supposed to eat, man.
Now they didn't eat it.
Nah, right. Go ahead. Like the brother say, nah. You got your forefathers who was willing to die not to eat nothing, like the brother say. Our people eat whatever willingly, man. You can show them in the book, eat what I want to eat.
As long as it got the right spices and herbs on it, it tastes good to them.
Right. Niggas eating frogs, alligators, man. Possums. Right, snakes, man, like it's a delicacy
raccoons.
Or something. Right, raccoons, man.
You never had no coon meat?
Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats.
Right.
That they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died.
Right.
And there was very great wrath upon Israel.
That's it.
Yeah.
What you got? You got 2nd Ezra 16. What else you had, huh?
I was 51.
Yeah,
I got that second.
Yeah. Nah, you can get it, huh?
What else you want? Two of what?
Verse 67.
By the grace of God.
Good afternoon. How you doing,
Share, I'm not doing by the grace of God, but I heard y'all speaking a few minutes ago, and I said, as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna stop.
Right. Go ahead.
I messed around and Miss Stewpot and Miss Gateway. See, I'm right here on the bridge right here where you at.
Yeah.
And if y'all know anybody can give me some prayer and can help me with a little something to snack on, that'll be fine.
Okay.
I can get something from the store right quick, $1 or something, but I do need prayer. A lot of prayer, and I'm sure, by the way. And what y'all got going, give me some cards, and I can get some stuff passed out for you too. I'm right here, right here. Right up under the bus station.
As
But
far
I
as,
ain't.
oh yeah, as far as it's all good. As far as
Keep
this,
me in prayer, so if I run up on y'all again, y'all see me again, y'all see some things laying around. Prayer for me, 'cause and I just lost my mama last Saturday, so I ain't never been homeless like I am. Never. You know, I know because they got the virus going on. I don't want to get too close up in the face, but like I said the other day, if that virus wasn't here in Jackson, Mississippi, the good Lord gonna get ready for you no matter what on your time. On your time. Thank you.
You said what happened there?
Thank you. But I want to pray and a little word from the Bible. Thank you. I do want some prayer. I don't know about nobody else, but Miss Sherry Taylor wants some prayer.
Right. We're gonna read these words into you.
Ooh, I sure need.
We just do Psalms 23,
And
man.
how long y'all out here all night?
Huh?
I say I'm right here behind you, right here.
Yeah, well, we just come
My
out.
mattress right there.
We be coming out Thursdays and Saturdays, and we just stay out until.
Okay, because I got some free girls that they
Let's
need,
go Psalms
they need some encouragement. And I try to bring some more people with me too, but I stay right here behind.
Yeah.
Right here on the bridge, right here behind you.
Right. And what we're going into is how the Lord finna deliver our people, man. You know, because like we were saying, a lot of our people want America to get back up and running how it was, and we like they really, our people don't understand. They want that. They want the furtherance of their captivity.
Yeah, you can come on side, but I was just saying you stand. You good.
Go ahead,
This Psalm chapter 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Right.
He maketh me to lie down in the green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters.
Right. So this
Thank you,
eventually,
Father.
right. Go ahead,
He restoreth my soul.
Right. So go ahead.
He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake.
And eventually it's gonna be for all our people, man. But just for the elect our people right now, like King David said, he leaded me into the path of righteousness for his name's sake, man. And this is a prayer for you, sister, go ahead. Cause this the valley of the shadow of death we in right now, man.
Exactly.
That's what our people don't realize. America is the shadow of death for us. But all our people, go ahead, man.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Right, so though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we not gonna fear no evil. It don't matter what kind of biological warfare the so-called white man come with, whether he come with his, cause all this, he using all this to pass his new laws, man. He using all this to implement his vaccinations, man. And the end game is that mark of the beast. Go ahead,
I got a question on what you just got to reading right there before he went to speaking. That's why I always try, I try not to tell other people, but the way I say it in my heart, from what you're reading, he may not be right then, but he on time.
Right.
That's why I don't go on what man say, I don't go on what the devil say, I don't go on what Satan say. I go on what my Heavenly Father say. He know what's best, right or wrong.
Right.
I'm just taking a look from what you're reading.
And that's why we could have said a prayer for you, but
Exactly.
that's why I'm reading the prayer out of the
From what he
word,
reading.
right?
Amen. Amen.
Go ahead.
But thou
And
art
get
with
that
me.
in, Matthew 5 when the Lord said,
That's my
pray,
favorite, too. I
pray,
love
pray,
Matthew
pray
5.
this, the Lord's Prayer. Go ahead, bro.
But thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort
Man.
me.
So the word is his rod and his staff. So this word is what comforts us. You know, even though we're in the valley of the shadow of death, this is what our people have to realize right now. Cause they think the government can comfort them. They think them opening America back up, that's gonna comfort them. But this is what's been destroying us. You know, this government was created to destroy us and punish these people on the sand right here. Go ahead.
Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
So the Lord prepared the table. He prepared a table before us in the presence of our enemies. So we have to remember we got enemies, man. That's something our people forget, man. They always got enemies amongst their own people. When we talk about the enemies, the so-called white man is our enemy, man. No, man, you can't think like that. As soon as one of their own people do something against them, they ready to fight him and beef with him, man. But we know the history of what the so-called white man has done to our people, man. Go ahead.
Thou anointest my head with oil.
So the Lord, he anoints our head with oil, which is this word. Go ahead.
My cup runneth over.
Right, we the cup, man. So the more and more you fill yourself with this word, it runneth over. Go ahead.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
Surely goodness and mercy gonna follow these people all the days of their life, man. Once America get destroyed, you know, even 2/3 of our people that get destroyed, man, for wanting this place to keep going and thinking they can save the so-called white man, hey, eventually this is gonna follow you. Goodness and mercy, man. Go ahead.
And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
And we're gonna dwell in the house of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai forever, man. That's it. You got it out.
Amen. And I want y'all to bow y'all heads. I got something special for
Go
you
ahead,
too.
bro.
When he gets finished.
Where the Lord said, pray the Lord's Prayer.
Catch this stone.
Yeah, it's Matthew 5, or it might be Matthew 6.
But since y'all out here on Thursday, I start coming just so I can hear the word with y'all on Thursday. What time y'all know we start? Because I'm right here behind
Around
you.
about 4:30.
Okay. Be looking for Miss Taylor now. Be looking for me.
Come out Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays and Saturdays.
So I say I'm going to get this last little word from him, then I'm going to try to get on into this little store right quick.
Start at verse 5, 65, Matthew 65.
This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets,
Right.
that they may be seen of men.
Right, man. So that's what the hypocrites love to do, man. They love to put on the show and pray in front of everybody, man. That they may be seen of men. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto
That's
you,
why when we pray seek, you know what I'm saying? We won't let nobody know we praying, because we ain't doing that for no show. Go ahead.
verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Right.
Thank you, Father.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet.
But we like I said, we will pray for you. So that's what we're doing. Cause these words, we can say stuff out of our own mouth, but we're gonna read the word. That's what's gonna give you that comfort. That's what's gonna give you that comfort and take those spirits up off you, that spirit of doubt and all that. Cause see, just like King David said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. So it ain't like the Lord just had him covered to where his life was perfect. But he was like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You know what I'm saying? So let you know you're going to be in the shadow of death just like we in that, man. And it's just the beginning, man. With this whole coronavirus thing, just wait till the bodies really start dropping, man. And Psalms 23, man. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we ain't going to fear no evil. But thou with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Go ahead.
And when thou,
This word is what's going to comfort you. This word, wisdom and knowledge, is going to be the stability of these times, man.
Thank you.
Because the Lord controlling everything that go on right now, man. And it's going to be more death and bloodshed, man. Because the so-called white man got to continuing to live out his blessing, man. Go ahead.
and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret.
Go ahead.
And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Go ahead.
But when ye pray, use not vain repetition,
See, use not vain repetition.
as the heathen do.
Right, go ahead.
For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
Right.
Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye need before you ask him.
See that? So the Heavenly Father already know what you need before you ask him.
Exactly.
You know? But he wants you to reverence him, man.
right.
You know, that's what, go ahead. So that's why I say don't use vain repetitions, man. He already know what you need. Go ahead.
After this manner, therefore pray ye.
After this manner, therefore pray thee. Go ahead.
Our Father, which art in heaven,
Right.
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be his name. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Thy kingdom come.
His kingdom is coming, man.
That will be done in earth.
That will be done in earth, see? So why? And see, this prayer cover everything, man. When you pray the Lord's Prayer, it covers everything. So this is what you praying for, man. That his will to be done in earth. If you want America to get back up and going again like it's been going, his will ain't being done in earth. Because this place uplift wickedness. Go ahead.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven, and it's going to be done. Because the Lord going to come establish his kingdom on earth, man. That will be done on earth as it is in heaven, man. Go ahead.
Give us this day.
Y'all. They're going to van right there, getting ready to pick us
Go
up.
ahead, bro.
I was trying to wait till you finish because I don't like to be in
Go ahead, huh?
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread. So, sister, make sure that be your
I
prayer.
got everything. I'm right
Go
here.
ahead, sister.
Thank you, Father.
But make sure you pray when you pray that Lord's Prayer.
You got to worry about sharing because I do pray. I just don't read the Bible like I supposed
It's
to.
up you. Right.
I need to start reading it daily.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Right. Forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. So forgive you for your trespasses, and you forgive those who trespass against you, man. Go ahead. So we forgive our people, man. Our people trespass against us, we forgive them, man, because we know we done trespass against people too, man. And we trespass against the Most High, man. But our people quick to hold something against their own people, man, but don't want to hold a white man accountable for what he done to us, man.
Right.
If you don't come out of that man frame, you gonna go down right with your slave, with your master. You'll go down right with your king, Caesar. Go ahead.
And lead us not into temptation.
Just like they said, we had one king, and that's Caesar Borgia, man. Go ahead.
And lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil. Go ahead. So the evil gonna be right there. You just pray for the Lord to deliver you from it. Go ahead.
For thine is the kingdom.
Right.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
Amen.
Right. Amen. The water. You have it. Hashem, you have a shot. Go ahead, huh? That's it, ain't it? That's the last of the end of the chapter.
No, just the end of it, like this section.
Go ahead.
For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you.
And that's going into our own people right there, man. Go ahead.
But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
Come. That second Ezra 16, I was going into how Antiochus, how he basically was killing all the Israelites for trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. This coming again, man. 16, yeah, I think verse 67.
This second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 67. Behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities.
So like the brother was saying, man, leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities. Get Sirach 5 and 7 right quick. Go ahead.
So meddle no more with them forever.
So the Lord trying to give our people a chance, man. It's time to get yourself right, man. Like the brother started off with, man. It is high time to wake out of sleep. It's time for you to wake out of this damn sleep you've been in, man. This spiritual stupor, that's what the word sleep goes into. The Greek word is hypnos, man. You've been hypnotized by America, man. You've been hypnotized by this great whore, man. You've been hypnotized by your slave master, man. Him telling you, speaking smooth words out of his mouth, but war was in his heart, man. Go ahead, bro. God came to save God love everybody, man. Go ahead. God finna destroy this country. Go ahead.
So shall Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble.
He gonna deliver us out of all trouble. Go ahead.
For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
See, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over us. Go ahead. And these the same people from back then, man. Go ahead.
And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle.
They should take away certain of you and feed you being idle. Just like they done us during the time of the Greeks, man. when the woman had the 7 sons, and they was trying to make them eat different things that they weren't supposed to eat. Go ahead.
With things offered unto idols.
With things offered unto idols. Go ahead.
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in
They that
reproach.
consent unto them shall be had in derision, man. So if you consent to all these different new laws they finna implement, these vaccinations and everything they coming with, you gonna be had in derision, man. Go ahead.
And trodden underfoot.
And you're gonna be trodden underfoot.
But there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Read it again.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities.
There should be in every place and in the next cities
a great insurrection.
Upon
those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
But upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
they shall be like madmen, sparing none.
They're gonna be like madmen, sparing none. So these are times we coming into, man. Go ahead.
But still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
It will be waste to take away your goods and cast you out of your houses. Go ahead.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Then should they be known who are my chosen, man. See, these times we coming into, now you finna see who is the Lord's chosen, man. Cause you got a lot of Israelites groups. That's another thing out here been faking the funk, man. They been saying the mark of the beast is Christianity and all. They really ain't been telling you the truth, man. If anybody can't see the mark of the beast, is this chip they finna implement, man. Something wrong with you, man. You got regular jakes who ain't been in, you know what I'm saying, who know what the mark of the beast is, man. Go ahead, huh?
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
So the men of the Lord, those people who know the truth, we're gonna be tried as men in the fire, man, because a lot of our people gonna consent. But in a short amount of time, a lot of them gonna take the vaccination, they gonna take the chip. You know what I'm saying? Just the so-called prolong, you know, just the so-called think they finna live, think they gonna go on, man. But like you said,
go back to normal.
Right, to go back to normal. But like I said, those that consent to them gonna be had in derision. Go ahead, cause you take that chip, man. It's a wrap for you. Go ahead, bro.
Hear, O ye my beloved, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
The days of trouble are at hand.
But I will deliver you from the same.
But I will deliver you from the same. Get on Daniel 12.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. Go ahead.
For Yahweh is your guide.
The Lord is our guide, man. So the days of trouble are at hand, man. Go ahead.
And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said Yahweh power.
So he gonna guide those who keep his commandments and keep his precepts. Go ahead.
Let not your sins weigh you down.
Right.
And let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Right.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins, man.
And covered with their iniquities.
And covered with your iniquities. Go ahead. Matter of fact, I still want some Rock 5, huh?
Like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns.
Right, go ahead.
And no man may travel through.
Right.
It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
Right. That's it. Yeah, go to Sirach 5, start at 1, huh?
This is Sirach chapter 5, verse 1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods.
Right.
And say not, I have enough for my life.
Right.
Follow not thine own mind.
Follow not thine own mind. And don't set your hearts on your goods, man, right now, man. Go ahead.
And thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
To right.
And say not, who shall control me for my works?
Right.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
Go ahead.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me.
Right.
For the Lord is long suffering.
See, the Lord been long suffering with our people, man. Go ahead. So now, go ahead.
He will in no wise let thee go.
Go ahead.
concerning appropriation. Be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Right, man. So this is the Lord trying to show our people, man. Go ahead.
And say not his mercy is great.
Right.
He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins.
This is what the church has been teaching you, man. This is how the church has been teaching you. By the blood. Just you don't worry about it. Just keep going. Do whatever you want to do. Eat whatever you want to eat, man. Go ahead.
For mercy and wrath come from him.
Mercy and wrath come from him.
And his indignation resteth upon sinners.
His indignation rests upon those who willfully sin it, man. That's not saying you're not gonna never do nothing wrong, man. But you just willfully sin and added sin upon sin, man. Like the scripture said, lay not your sins weigh you down. Go ahead.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
And this is the point right here. Make no tarrying to turn unto the Lord. Because you got a lot of people starting to listen now. And you don't fall back to sleep, man. Once you think stuff getting back good, and America might get back up in the running, man. But don't let that lure you back to sleep. Go ahead.
And put not off from day to day.
Put not off from day to day. It ain't gonna happen right now like the scripture you read earlier. In Mark, man. Whether he come in the 12th day, whether he come in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd watch, you better be watching, man. Right, even at midnight or in the morning, you better be preparing yourself for the return, man. Or you have by shit, you have a shot, man. Go ahead.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
In thy security, whatever you got your faith in, whatever you using, whatever is hindering you for coming to serve the Lord, that's the same thing you're going to get destroyed for, man. That's the same thing you're going to get destroyed in, man. Whether it's your woman, whether it's your job, whether it's your family, you use it as an excuse not to come serve the Lord, in your security, you're going to get destroyed in there, man. That's why I said in the beginning, set not your life upon thy goods, man. Go ahead, bro.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
And perish in the day of vengeance. Because the days of vengeance we approaching those days of vengeance, man, like you read Isaiah 61 earlier. Go ahead.
Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten.
Right. So that's what the so-called white man did. And this is what this is what a lot of our people doing now. They got their money. Go read it again.
Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten.
Set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten.
Goods.
Go ahead.
For they shall not profit thee in a day of calamity.
They ain't gonna profit thee in these times to come. Go ahead. Only the wisdom and knowledge. We're gonna end it with that, man. Isaiah 33 and 6. Go ahead.
Win thou not with every wind.
Right.
And go not into every wave.
Right. Going into these different doctrines and philosophies out here, man. That our people been into this Egyptology, this Kemetic movement, man. All that don't even matter right now, man. Well, none of that prepare you for what's going on right now. Go ahead.
So doeth the sinner that have a double tongue.
And and like you said, y'all security that should be destroyed. A lot of our people that join these fraternities and organizations like the Masonry, the Greeks. Now you see, don't none of that mean nothing to you right now. With this whole COVID-19, you might still got a little more freedom to do stuff, but you see Hey, the playing field's even right now, man. Guess what? Only the men of the Lord who got the spirit of the Lord upon them. Hey, like I said, do I walk through the valley of the shadow? They the only ones that ain't gonna be fearing the evil, man. They the only ones that none of this stuff is gonna. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna phase them. Ain't none of this stuff is gonna make them break. Go ahead.
Be steadfast in thy understanding.
Be steadfast in thy understanding.
And let thy word be the same. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere.
Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere. Go ahead.
And be swift to hear.
Because America finna be destroyed, man. Anybody want America to keep going, you're gonna get destroyed right along with it, man. This is the most wickedest place on the face of the earth, man. Right, see that dog know it, man. He barking, man. That dog know it. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. All right, go ahead. See, he started. Go ahead. She probably was chatting. She probably like, whatever, that dog. You better listen.
Oh, not a scripture.
They say dumb dogs that can't park, man. Oh yeah, he's barking. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Huh?
And with patience give answer.
With patience give answer. Go ahead and read one more verse.
If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor.
If thou have understanding, answer thy neighbor.
And if not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth.
Right. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 5.
Matter of fact, start at 1 and read it down to 6.
Verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Right.
And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
So woe unto you damn devils, man. You so-called white people, man. Go ahead.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Now you want to try to, like you want to deal fairly, have a fair shake. Now it's time for you to be spoiled now. Go ahead.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
But you ain't never make no end to deal treacherously, man. Go ahead. But even if you want to, nah, you finna pay.
Oh, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall be gracious unto us.
So, right, now it's time for the Lord to be gracious unto us. And this goes to a lot of our leaders, man. You spoilers and you want to spoil, you deal treacherously with your own people, man. Go ahead. Just to get up in society. Go ahead.
We have waited for thee. Be thou their arm every morning.
Right.
Our salvation also in the time of trouble.
Our salvation in the time of trouble. Go ahead.
At the noise of the tumult, the people fled.
See, at the noise of the tumult, the people finna flee, man. Go ahead.
At the lifting up of thyself, the nations were scattered.
At the lifting up of the Lord, the nations is finna scatter, man. They not gonna be saved, man. We lifting the Lord up right now, man. And this is for the scattering of you other nations, man. Not for your salvation. Revelation 11 and 18, man. For thy wrath is come. The nations are angry, for thy wrath is come. Go ahead.
And your spoil shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar.
Your spoil shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar, man. So we finna spoil. Just like when we was getting delivered out of Egypt, and we took all the gold and silver from the Egyptians. We finna take everything back you nations that took from us, man.
That's right.
As the running to and fro of locusts shall he run upon them.
Right, man. So the Lord finna destroy this wicked place, America, man, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. Go ahead.
Right. How about Hashem Yahweh Shai is exalted.
The Lord is exalted now, man. He finna make his name great in the earth again.
Right.
For he dwelleth on high.
He dwelleth on high. Everybody, see, the white man been dwelling on high, man. And all our people been believing in him, man. Been making friends with him. Now, he finna be brought down low. Go ahead.
He has filled Zion with judgment and righteousness.
He fills Zion with judgment and righteousness, man. He filling his people with judgment and righteousness. Go ahead.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
And wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of our times.
And strength of salvation.
And strength of salvation.
The fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is his treasure.
So the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is his treasure, man. You hold it right there, huh? So wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability of these times and the strength of your salvation.
All right.
Your money or none of that gonna save you, man. You can pray for America all you want, man. What the Lord said, when you pray, when Satan prays an abomination unto him, I forgot how it go, man. Let me look it up real quick. Hopefully I can find it.
You said what?
I forgot how it go.
Something about 73, I don't mean nothing.
Let me see.
I know the other one. Well, I know one that say their prayers are, the sinners' prayers are an abomination.
Come.
That what you talking about?
Nah, I don't think so.
But he that turned up his
Nah,
I think
not that.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
It must be like a little apartment or something like that.
I believe it is.
I always thought it was some type of business or something.
Me too. I didn't see you on the side street.
It do. I
It
just
just
remember.
come on,
Say what? And with that, we're going to close out. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders and say salutations to you brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and truth. Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom.
Come.